nice city, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride with the lady. Her hair hangs down past her thighs, blue and pistol shit. Satisfies, leather jacket, zipped up tight. Big ones coming, look for lost and found. Iron gleams, bright and night city, where your appetite weighs you out to sunrise. She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in night city. Here in night city, got me up alright. Here in night city. The way you chase into
Alright, hey guys, welcome to part 1 of our final session. Part 2 will be in 2 weeks, but yeah, today is kicking off the final wrap up with Hideo. So you guys got back from Japan 2 weeks ago, and so how do you guys actually get back?
We flew.
You flew?
Using
On a-
Star's contacts within Japan, she managed to hook us up some flights and flew back.
Nice. Awesome. Okay,
we didn't need to, we didn't need it to be a secret. We were coming back, I guess is the best way to put it.
Exactly.
Oh, sweet as. Okay. And yeah, so what have you guys been up to these past few weeks since you got back?
Oh,
Um,
so much, you know. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we defeated Hideo. Yeah,
yeah.
I actually found him down at like the local Walmart. So
Yeah.
quick slice to the head. We're good.
Yeah.
I was meaning to tell you actually. Yeah.
And then campaign part 2 is Yui just going full Borg and killing all of you.
No, she was there too. Killed her.
Oh, okay, so that's then my mistake.
No loose ends.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
All
All right,
right,
guys. I'll see you later. Ciao.
Yeah. Just wrap up the whole thing like that.
Talk
How
about
good.
it. You haven't finished the family off.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I'm sorry, little Maeko. Yeah. But yeah, let's go through our bi-weeklies. See what you guys have been up to. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay. So some of my stuff sets up for Teddy's, for Cheese's bi-weekly. So, week 1. Landing back in Night City, Star was thankful. Stressed from everything that transpired in Japan, she was glad to be back. As she walked out of the airport, she noticed a familiar face leaning against her car. Cheese, with the help of Gorgon, had come to pick them up. Star watched as the clones ran over to him, Papa, Papa, grasping onto each of his legs. Experiencing Japan again brought no emotion to Star, but seeing Cheese's glorious moustache and smile standing there in wholehearted embrace with the little boys, he knew she was home. She chargeously copied the clones, running over and grabbing onto one of Cheese's arms and hugging it tightly. Mumbling into his arm, Star whispered, "We missed you, Cheese." Back at the clinic, Star was glad to see some friendly faces and a few new ones too. As they settled down and relaxed, Star informed Cheese of what had happened during the escapade into the Arasaka building, uncovering the identity of Hideo being an Arasaka, and the shocking discovery that Star herself was an Arasaka too, being Hideo's abandoned daughter. She was unsure of what to do. Cheese eased Star's mind in a calm and confident tone, told Star not to worry. He would figure something out. Dreams that night haunted Star as she imagined immigration officers breaking into Cheese's clinic with a base of 20 and shooting and just start killing her family. Waking up in a cold sweat, she was unable to sleep, spending the early mornings on her agent looking at cyberware. As daylight came round, Star told Cheese that she was visiting Michiko to report on the mission findings and collect the remaining money for the job. Cheese eagerly joined along, not only to collect the clones' money, but to have another opportunity to meet his queen. The pair got Michiko up to date with the events of the mission, but decided to leave Star's true identity out of the conversation. Afterwards, Star discussed with Cheese the cyberware that she was planning on getting installed. Heading over to the other Dr. Bob's repair shop, Cheese was a little worried, so decided to stay by Star's side in case anything happened during the surgery. Arriving at the other Dr. Bob's shop, the pair noticed a commotion from within. The famous solo Fox was inside having an altercation with the doctor. As Cheese and Star entered, they began to form together what was happening. Fox's camouflage cyberware had malfunctioned during a mission the night prior, landing her in hot water. Blaming the doctor for the installation, she demanded a full refund and to fix the issue for free. Dr. Bob defended himself, protesting that the cyberware was installed without error and that he is not responsible for any faults with the cyberware. Fox went full psycho, destroying all of the items in his shop. It was then that Cheese stepped forward, hoping to resolve the situation through diplomatic means, but was met with a monokatana, inches from slicing his throat. Star had reacted at lightning speed and caught the blade before it decapitated Cheese's head from his body. Almost losing her adopted father, Star's anger matched that of Fox's as she grabbed her and flung her out of the building. A quick brawl broke out, but without Fox's camouflage, she was no competition against Star. Soon realizing she was losing the fight, Fox was able to evade some blows and made a run for it. Star then composed herself and returned back to the shop. Dr. Bob was grateful and brought Star through to his operating room. She listed off the cyberware she wanted, and the doctor prepared for the surgery. It took an hour or so, but Dr. Bob had finished. Star, still unconscious, was taken back home by Cheese to recover. Waking up, Star slowly leaned up. She was experiencing phantom limbs of her legs as her body was adjusting to the new cyberware. She stood up, initially losing her balance, and walked like a baby walking for the first time. Taking each step slowly, she made her way to the bathroom. Locking the door, she undressed and examined herself in the mirror. She had done it. Running her fingers across her cold, metallic plating that was now her skin, she felt free. She had killed Star, the old Star, the weak little Maeko that was abandoned as a child and manipulated and controlled as a teenager. She was a new person. She is an Ottavi. As she was finishing up in the bathroom, there were 3 loud knocks at the door. Putting her clothes back on, she opened it and was met by Cheese. Excitedly, he told Star that the chromosomes had got an invitation. Week 2 is very short. Not much happened for Star. Cheese was busy with his campaign and she knew that she would just get in his way, so decided to use her time training. He'd gone confident in her new cyberware now, moving swifter and sharper in every action, but there was still one part of her left to kill before she could be completely free from her past. Meditating, she decided to embrace her Japanese heritage for one last time as an attempt to confront her father as a ghost of his past. She traveled to Old Japan Town and found a seamstress to make her a custom hakama. With the new outfit on, Star went to Cheese's office and retrieved her brother's sword. Unsure with what Cheese was planning, she returned to training until she was called upon to exact revenge on Hideo. I'll very, very quickly share my screen because Star's got a new look. So her arms are cyberware, her legs are now cyberware, her entire body is now metal plating. So she has no skin. So if you look at the stream, you'll see like how this neck comes up here. That's pretty much all you can see, the weird like neck plating coming up into her face, which is like a very pale white tone. And her hair as well is like thin, fiber cables that just look like normal hair, but when you look closely, you can see that it's fake. She's wearing like this as a hakama, but she's got it like in this color, and like a red and flowery top. And she's also got her brother's sword, which is stained red from his enemy's blood, but it has a dark black neon glow to it, like the dark saber in the Mandalorian.
Damn.
And she's got her hair tied up in a teeny little ponytail. And she also has no armor on, by the way, guys. She's just wearing the robes. And that's me.
Very, very nice.
I see.
What's
She's a bit of a problem, is what you're saying.
Does,
Just a little.
Are her boobs metallic, or did she just kind of get rid of those?
I think she's got like lumps there to like look like boobs, but I mean
it's
she
called
didn't really
cancer.
have boobs. Yeah, well,
Jeez.
she didn't really have boobs beforehand, you know, being a 17-year-old little Japanese
Oh,
girl.
I've known a lot of 17-year-olds with big bazumbas.
34.
Okay, anyway, next.
Does Teddy need to go next, like following up, or someone else?
I mean, I don't need to, but I'll go if no one wants to.
I mean, I can.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, where is it? Yeah, okay. Alright. Okay. Let's go. For the first few days of the week, Dee, following Star and their little two friends, made their way back from Japan. Star had managed to get them some plane tickets so as to avoid that horrible boat trip again. Dee had made his mind up about the sea, and being trapped under the decks of a smuggler's ship had some horrible racial connotations that Dee didn't even want to start to think about. After a few days, they made it back to Night City. Upon his arrival, Dee had a few messages waiting for him. One was from Cheese. Dee immediately called Cheese, and upon having a chat, realized that he may be able to help with his situation. Dee's family was reasonably successful in their Nomad enterprises and had accrued a large number of vehicles for their efforts. It seemed Cheese must have picked up on this in their conversations and was hoping to buy some vehicles from the family. In the end, Cheese arranged for a time to meet Dee and picked out some cars. Dee had some cousins drive them into the city and completed the transactions. Dee knew he hadn't seen Cheese for a few weeks, but he noticed that while they were meeting, he seemed to hold himself with a bit more professionalism. And was he being extra nice? Dee wasn't sure, but he thought maybe he should have a chat with Cheese at some point about his change in mannerisms. Dr. Wu-Chi Lee also had reached out. It seemed he was a bit ashamed that his last job had ended up so poorly for Dee, and while every job came with risks, Dr. Lee prided himself on having top-notch info into the happenings of everything across Night City. So when one of his leads turned out to be a dead end, he very much preferred to follow up and keep his reputation intact. In this case, he had a high-security shipment that he needed delivered. Well, delivered and acquired, I guess is the best way to put it. And while this also promised to be very dangerous, it was a high-paying job. And Dr. Wu-Chi Lee knew one thing, and that's that everyone working on the streets only really cared about the money. Dee, having taken the job, was to report to a warehouse in the southern district of Pacifica Playground. He would meet his team there. When he arrived, Dee was shocked to see that his only accomplice was a younger solo, named Benji, who was trying to make his name in Night City. To Dee's massive surprise, the young man had a striking resemblance to young Mika, Dee's adoptive brother, who had found in a burnt-out caravan that had been attacked by nomads traveling across the states. Upon sharing some stories, Dee was beginning to believe that Benji might be Mika's legitimate brother. He did not share this yet, as he did not know for sure, and he didn't know if he could trust Benji or what his motivations were. But he resolved to bring it up after their mission, as he would have a chance to sort of scope out and see what type of man he was. As for their mission, they were to raid a nightclub in the Rancho Coronado district. Dr. Wuchi Lee had confirmed that there would be no one there at the start of their timing, but if anyone showed up, they were to exterminate any threats. Sorry. I'm having a weird thing happening on my computer. They were to exterminate any threats. When they arrived, it was exactly as Dr. Wuchi had described, and just sitting there in the offices upstairs was their bounty, bricks of opium. Dr. Wuchi Lee had been tracking this since he heard someone had tracked down and set up a legit poppy farm out of Southeast Asia. D loaded up Benji and sent him out to the car, then took the rest and followed. Once they had loaded up the car, Benji realized in his excitement he had left his rifle in the office. D, chuckling along, sent him back to grab it and was waiting for him in the car. After a few minutes, D was worried that Benji was taking so long. He should have easily been back by now. Sneaking into the back room of the nightclub, D immediately knew that they were in trouble. He heard some muffled cries and what sounded like chuckles of at least a dozen men. When he finally got eyes on, he was horrified. Benji had been stripped from the waist up and was tied to a pole. There was a whole group of men and one was working on flaying the skin from his back. D sat there shocked as Benji endured his torture. After 15 minutes, when they realized nothing was coming out of their cruel interrogation, they decapitated Benji right there and left the body, sending all the men out to search for what they assumed must have been the accomplice that still had the goods. D, horrified, sort of waited until the coast was clear and then retrieved Benji's body. He had no idea why he was being so reckless in doing so, as he had only met the man earlier that day, but that for some reason he knew he couldn't leave him like that. Upon getting him back to the car, D completed the shipment. Apparently he had gotten way more than expected and D was paid handsomely, but it felt like a horrible payment. It wasn't worth it. D held a small ceremony for Benji, and when checking his body over before cremating, he found a picture. It was of a large family, all smiling and happy, and right there in the center was Mika. Benji had been searching for years now for his little brother that was not among the bodies when he returned to the burnt-out caravan all those years ago. And that's my bi-weekly.
Oh, poor Benji.
Yeah. What a
Ripping,
dick.
rip.
Alright, thanks for that.
I can go next. Or
Okay.
would you prefer, Pedro?
You can go, man. That's all good.
Right. When Poe 1.0.4 noticed the slight inconsistency concerning the names of the passengers arriving within flight NC-1401, he immediately notified Cheese, who cut short a speech and rushed to the airport to happily find his family and D returning. Just kidding, D's an honorary member of the Ottavi. He shed a tear or two as he was embraced, but made sure they didn't cry on his new Armani. He deliberately set aside the next few days so he could spend some time with Star and the boys, as he had been so busy campaigning recently. He didn't even have an opponent, seeing as he was running for the first manager of the combat zone and all, but he thought it would still be good to have the people on his side. He had let his guard down, and as he had left the clinic without his Sigma frame or gloves, just to spend some time with Star, and he nearly paid for it with his life. He spent that night in his laboratory, catching up on things that he'd been slipping behind on. He was far too busy now to spend all his time in the clinic, and he couldn't exactly give public speeches wearing tons of armor. What kind of message would that give? And so, that night and the next, he and Poe developed their future. First, they made what he named the Sigma suitcase. It appeared to be an ordinary leather suitcase, but when opened, it would expand and latch onto his arms and encase his body in a matter of seconds. 3, to be precise. He had integrated the Sigma frame to be adaptable and had attached all his weapons and black gloves to it for ease of availability, all so he would never be without protection. And for home base, he created an AI to take over the laboratory operations and aid him in the field and in any capacity. He'd used a brain scan of his and turned it into an AI using the agent's base components. He named it Chavis. standing for Cheese has a rather voluminous and immense schlong. He, Po2, Gorgon, and his Secret Service agent clones each had waterproof, EMP-proof earpieces, each connected to Travis for maximum efficiency. And Travis could see through the smart glasses they each wore. So, Travis is a sassy Cheese, and, as smart as any computer. If Cheese needed the car, all he'd have to do is ask, and Travis would alert Gorgon, who would tell him where to go. Or tell Gorgon where to go. Or if the team were to get attacked, Travis could assess the combat variables and give each member the most effective route to take, who to dodge from, and who to shoot. With Star, Po2, Travis, and the clones to decide, he could do anything. But first, he had to perform live. So, since Star was recovering from the surgery for her cyberware, she was out cold for the rest of the day. Her agent had ended up ringing again and again. She saw it was Pedro calling, so decided to answer for her. Pedro, super excited, and had hyped Crone the Zomes up when working for Rogue, and had managed to score them a gig at the Afterlife. Cheese begged Star for one last band sesh, because he knew with how everything was going concerning his campaign, and Hideo coming up, and everything else, who knew the next time they could get together and do something like this? Oh, shit. Right. The atmosphere in the Afterlife was positively palpable, and it was somewhere between a seedy bar and the scene of an execution. Suffice it to say, Cheese was nervous. Poe seemed calm and collected, but he couldn't tell how Star was feeling. To be a little honest, Cheese was a little off-put by Star's new appearance. Her face and features were smooth and cold, reminiscent of a porcelain doll. He knew she was still the girl he loved, but it was a little hard to see it sometimes. Looking at the crowd, he saw many hard and expecting faces, but just before the lights dimmed, he caught the gaze of Rogue herself. Her steely eyes and his locked, then were lost as the room went pitch black. Star started off the set by playing slow, letting her hair light up with each keystroke, red then blue, then magenta and yellow, and so on. Then coming in hard with the drums was Po2, and vocals was Cheese. They hadn't had much time to practice, and that hadn't helped Cheese with his nerves, although the reaction they got led him to believe that they were smashing it out of the park. The crowd cheered and sang along, proving that music can be written by AI, as Travis had written most of the songs. By the end of their set, Cheese's back was drenched, and sweat dripped from his hair, no longer multicolored, instead a natural and uniform brown. Poe was drained, breathing hard as he had put his heart and soul into playing, and Star still looked immaculate. He wasn't even sure that if she could still sweat, but regardless, the crowd loved it. Afterwards, Rogue called them over to her private booth, gave them her compliments and their pay. She even compared them to samurai, remarking how Cheese's ocarina playing reminded her of Johnny's oboe sonnets. They were left to mingle in the crowd, but they soon grew tired and hit the road, having to pull a little Po2 out of the bathroom stall he was sharing with Rogue. They found a spot in the top floor of a car park, where the three of them sat on Cheese's new car's roof and smoked a cigarette, passing it to one another as they looked out at Night City. And then the second week, yikes, I know, busy. Cheese returned to normal after a few days of rest. Biotechnica was very helpful and accommodating, allowing Cheese to make use of several older services and funding his campaign without making Cheese even sign a contract with them, as it was declared a gift from Blacklist himself, who was more than grateful to Cheese for saving his life. The days of the week were spent getting petitions signed for various necessities that the combat zone was lacking, attending various openings of orphanages and clinics, meeting people, and attending meetings with the heads of various gangs as well. At first, they had seen him as a seedy little man, but after all his public outings and all they had seen of him, they were ready to be more than criminals. Cheese's main goal that he was pushing, he dubbed the Winona Initiative. Its main aim was to reduce crime in the combat zone and ensure that people would get the medical attention they'd need so they'd never end up like Winona Yearn, a young florist living in Night City who was accidentally killed during a gang shootout, and due to the inaccessibility of medical care in the combat zone, bled out. Cheese met with the gang leaders of the primetime players, the Piranhas, and the Iron Sights at Old Man Yuji's sushi shop, although they didn't eat the sushi. Cheese negotiated with them, telling them that if they decided to follow a couple rules and promised to keep the peace, Cheese would help them become something bigger than themselves. They would essentially act as police force in the absence of a real one and give security to the growing emergency services in the area. And, hesitantly, they agreed, promising him their full cooperation. On Friday, Cheese held a gala where there was a circus it's on the Saturday. On the Saturday, Cheese had held a gala. There was a circus show and a fair and rides for the kids to play on, and it all went off without a hitch, proving that if the people want peace and they work for it, they can live a normal life. Friday was the gala, my bad. And then Saturday's when we're coming up on. He held a rally in the morning before everyone would submit their petitions and votes for him at the closest governmental building. He walked on stage in front of thousands of people, and they cheered as he went to address them. My friends, I am so glad to see you here today. I know how important it is to fight for what you believe in, and I want to fight for you. I want to fight for each of you by enacting the Winona Initiative, so no one who doesn't have to will die. I fight for you, and we fight for each other. Right here, I have someone who needs someone to fight for her. My friend here has been terrorized her whole life by the Arasaka Corporation and her father, who abandoned her as a child. The corporation forced to augment herself to this degree. Star then stepped forward, and the crowd hushed. As a child, she had an assassination contract set on her, and since she escaped Japan and moved here to this great city, she's been attacked by her own father, one Hideo Watanabe. Real name, Sasai Arasaka. We challenge him, because if you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us, she shouted, and the crowd cheered in agreement. He has inflicted a great injustice upon her, and the city has inflicted a great injustice upon us. I fight for you, you fight for me, and we all fight for each other. The crowd cheered and marched through the streets of Night City, right to that governmental building. Done.
Oh, snap.
Nice.
Yeah, very, very nice. Just so you guys know, I may need to take a phone call at some point. It's to do with work, because now we're in level 3 again.
Yeah.
So
just hate he gets a phone call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I'll let you know, but yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Sweet as. I also have some rewards for you guys after bi-weekly's done. But yeah, Pedro next.
All right. Here we go. So for Pedro, after trying to betray Hideo, Pedro decided to run solo for a bit as he thought it would be best for him and his fellow chums. He thought that they would need some time to understand, and as Pedro was the only going along with the plan that Hideo gave him until Hideo trusted him, and then he would turn on him. Turns out this did not go to Pedro's plan. Pedro heard about Star and D and some of Cheese's clones going to Japan. While this was happening, Pedro was doing his usual solo gigs, which consisted of massacring the 4th Street gangs across Hayward, his favourite type of game to hunt. Along with this came a healthy sum of eddies. As the weeks went past, Pedro didn't hear too much from his chums, but that all changed one night when he decided to call Cheese, and that he could help out getting them a headline gig at the Afterlife. Knowing Pedro had some influence there, not as so much as a renowned solo, but as a bodyguard for the infamous Rogue, the owner of Afterlife. Pedro asked about Star and Japan, and Cheese told him everything that he knew, and also about how Star was from the Arasaka lineage, and that Hideo, if that was even his real name anymore, was actually her father, who was disowned from the Arasaka family. Pedro was shocked but kept his composure, and after talking about Japan, Cheese asked Pedro once again to put a good word in for them with Rogue about getting a gig, and that Star would pay Pedro somewhat of a founder's fee for this. Pedro gladly accepted and asked Rogue if they could set up a gig. It took some time convincing Rogue, but she acknowledged Pedro's request in the end and allowed them to headline at the Afterlife bar. Pedro took some time off and enjoyed the concert and danced all night. The week after, Pedro decided to take up some hitman work for some local fixers, nabbing some eddies, and ran a gig for Rogue to eliminate one Jason Maeko, a human and cyberware trafficker. This was quite challenging as it required a lot of stealth, and Pedro was not allowed to be seen, but he pulled it off, not flawlessly, but enough without raising alarms, nabbing yet another 1,000 eddies. Once he had returned, he got an interesting message on his agent from an old foe of his, and it read, "Silverfoot, eh? You were the one who messed with me a few months back. Don't recall my name, but your face sure looks... don't recall the name, but your face sure looks familiar. Well, I've got a new face too, and I'm going to find you, little piggy, and make you squeal. Darkness." Pedro was shocked to see Darkness was still roaming in Night City. Looking down at his foot, a reminder of what happened that night. Pedro wanted nothing more but to find Darkness and end him underneath his silver foot. And that is my bi-weekly.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, so I have some presents for you guys. So, first, I want all of you to raise your roll ability up 1 rank.
Oh my glove.
This is your end game buff. And if you have more of a passive one, you can sort of retroactively, like in your bi-weekly, let's say, you can chuck something in there like I think, Cheese, is your one getting extra cryo tanks or something?
No, I'll just put another one into surgery.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so stuff like that, Now, all of you are getting +2 to a skill that kind of ties into your bi-weekly a little. So, Cheese, you'll be getting a +2 to your persuasion for that beautiful public speech you gave.
Thank you.
D,
Thank you.
you're going to get a +2 to your deduction for figuring out that Mika was related to... Benji was related to Mika.
What's deduction?
Education skill.
Education skill.
Yes.
Pedro, you get a +2 to your stealth for pulling off that mission. And then Star, I'm giving you a +2 to your interrogation, which is kind of like, I guess, the closest we have to intimidation, because now you're just like you're an absolute beast. So that'll make that easier.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and that's your guys' rewards.
Yeah, so like I didn't want to write about it because it's sort of like talking about it outside of the thing. But I rolled in my bi-weekly. I rolled for a dangerous job, right? And then my dangerous job roll was 1d10 plus 14, so I got 24. And then I rolled another d10, so I rolled a 34 on my dangerous job.
Jeez.
Oh wow!
And Benji still died.
But well, I had to witness the
Benji didn't roll.
decapitation as that week as well. So I was like trying to make it like the story.
Yeah.
But yeah, D did well. Benji must have rolled poor. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So this is all I can think of when. Yeah. But obviously Mercury's dead, so I don't have a bi-weekly to read. But I will read out just for the video the screen sheet.
Sorry, I just saw what you posted.
Yeah. The news article of Hideo's response to Cheese's public announcement. So let me just find it. Where is it? Scrim sheets. So this is by Bess Isis for Network News 54. Director of Braindance Research at DMS responds to allegations he is connected to the Arasaka family. So early Saturday morning, mayoral candidate Orsino Ottavi, CEO and founder of Ottavi Industries, made a public announcement during a rally that DMS, Director of Braindance Research and Development, Hideo Watanabe, is in fact a member of the Arasaka family. Ottavi's claims come after Mr. Watanabe climbed the ranks of the media megacorp surprisingly fast, coupled with several high-ranking members of the DMS board of directors having disappeared recently. Many politicians have been quick to join Ottavi in calling out Mr. Watanabe, who could in fact be one Sasai Arasaka, a supposedly excommunicated member of the megacorp family. Mr. Watanabe refuted the claims, but today decided to announce he will also be joining the race for mayor of Night City, a position that hasn't had an election in decades. Yeah.
What I'm hearing is let's go to a rally, boys.
Amen. A-cab, boys. A-cab. You guys bring your ski masks?
So yeah, Hideo is also running for mayor. Oh yeah, and one other thing, Cheese, you've actually been expanding your industries, your Ottavi Industries, haven't you?
Yep, I have. And I don't want to make you guys feel bad about anything, but currently my weekly profit is about 70,000 eddies. So it's looking nice.
Yeah. So you've been investing a lot recently, making some new clinics around the combat zone and a little bit further out now, and got a couple warehouses going on. Yeah, things are looking up.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, after you called out Hideo, your popularity for a candidate, a mayoral candidate, has gone up a lot. You're currently polling around 50% as favorable choice for mayor. And although Hideo just recently announced his bid for the mayoral seat, he is quickly gaining in popularity as well. So he could become your main contender when elections happen. Yeah. So time to pop a cap in him before he can campaign.
Yo, we're trying.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, that's the only reason why. Yeah.
It's like you just say, hey, you should try and kill Hideo. I was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
We have no other reason. Like 20 weeks of shit building up to that. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, today we're going to start with you, Star. And whereabouts are you right now? And at about early afternoon. Let's say 3 p.m.
Oh, I'd just be chilling, watching some TV, just relaxing, back at the clinic.
Right. Watching SpongeBob?
Of course.
SpongeBob. Yeah. No, this whole time you guys have just been watching it in Japanese.
Well, I mean,
the clones are
clones...
Oh yeah,
yeah.
we were about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Patoreku! Yeah. But yeah, you've actually just received a text message. And so your agent goes off.
Okay, I look at my phone.
Okay. You can see that you've got a message from, well, it says unknown number, but the text very clearly says, it's me, Hideo. I saw the news, and I don't know how it's possible, but if you really are Maeko, I want to meet.
Okay. I will hide my agent away from the clones that are on the couch, and I'll reply when, where.
All right. So about a minute goes by, and then your phone vibrates a bit again, but you're kind of masking it so no one can really hear it or feel it. He responds again. I know where you are. I'll send an AV to get you. Let's meet at DMS Tower. It's too dangerous for me to be out in public.
After receiving that, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna try look for cheese.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to his office, assuming he's there.
So, are all the clones sitting around watching TV with you right now?
Only a couple. A lot of them are out on the jobs. It's just the ones that are just relaxing. Not got anything
True.
going.
Some of them are gathering intel, right?
But they're
Yeah,
putting up
yeah.
flyers.
Putting off flyers.
Yeah.
I also said this to Star earlier, Cheese. You should get them all registered as like you should get them like proper citizenship and stuff, and then get them all to vote for you,
Oh, that's fucking smart. That's really smart.
like fake identities. Yeah, yeah. So you walk over to Cheese's office, and are you in there, Cheese? Whereabouts are you at the cell?
Yeah, we'll say that Cheeses, he's gotten back after doing another rally or two, kissed some babies' foreheads, shook hands with some people. Now he's chilling out in his office, talking to some campaign advisors and Charvists.
On the phone, or they're in there right with you?
They got like a video call going.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
fancy, man.
They're zooming this shit. Now they're playing on Discord. They're playing some Cyberpunk.
Yeah, you got them on Discord, whatever Discord is in the future.
I'm gonna knock on the door very like quietly and sort of lean my head in. Jeez, can we talk? It's important.
And she's like, just wait, I'm playing some Among Us.
Yeah. I'm the imposter. Try not to be sus.
Yeah.
I turn to the Cheese turns to the people. It has been a great insight into your wisdom, but I must go. Something has come up. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And he says goodbye to the advisor, and turns and addresses Star.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna hand you the phone with the messages from Hideo.
Okay, interesting.
I think I should go. I may be able to find where he is.
You know I would not, but you do what you do, okay? I'm here to support you.
I'm gonna text back saying I understand.
Alright, you don't get a response for about a minute and a half. And so you're kind of just standing there waiting for a reply, but a reply doesn't quite come through. But then you hear a bzz, 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 bzz going off. But it's not your phone. It's Cheese's phone.
Huh?
Well, Cheese's agent.
Yeah,
Unknown number.
Oh. I address Jarvis. Jarvis! And he's like, oh, I am super cool. Technology boy. Do you want to play Cheese? I mean, Jarvis?
Yes. Oh, yeah. A British Italian accent?
Yeah, go with the British Italian Cheese. Yeah, go on.
I don't fucking do that.
Jarvis?
Hello!
I didn't know you were Swedish today. Anyway.
Your Swedish language pack download has gone swimmingly.
My name is Jarvis.
Oh
He's
god.
definitely not that. Okay.
I'm a Jarvis.
He would kill himself.
That would have been a quick reprogram.
So, Jarvis, can you do me a favor?
Yes?
Could you change your voice, first of all?
Yes. Yes.
And second of all, would you be able to, I know it says unknown, but you're a computer and all. Can you trace this number? See who's calling me?
Of course, sir. This number is... It appears this number is...
What are you waiting for, a drum roll? What is it?
This number. And he's like unable to properly compute the location. Like he is unable to speak it to you.
Ah, okay. I answer.
Hello.
Hello there. Who is this?
This is William Joseph Brentwood.
Do I know you?
I would think you would know. You've been in my my apartment.
William Joseph Brentwood.
They call me Billy Joe.
Billy Joe. I am still not ringing any bells, my friend. I've been very busy. I hope you understand.
Yes, I know you've been busy, Mr. Ottavi. That's why I'm calling.
Oh yes, are you looking to petition or a vote for me? I can tell you where the nearest voting registry station is.
You're on the right track, my friend. Yes, I am interested in supporting your candidacy for mayor of Night City.
Oh, I'm very pleased to hear that. Thank you.
Yes, I'd like to meet if it's possible.
Mr. Billy Joe, was it? I hope you understand. I'm a very busy person, so I cannot meet with every person, but I appreciate this phone call.
Look, do you think, how much do you think I could give for your election campaign?
You can give anything you want, my friend. We're not a charity of sorts, but we run on donations. So whatever you feel, it's okay. We're not gonna sign a contract with you and force you to do anything you don't want.
Oh, don't worry about that, my friend. I'm not interested in any contracts or anything. I'm interested in a little bit of business.
Oh, a business, you say? What kind of a
Yes.
business?
Well, let's just say I've got here 1,000,000 eddies with your name on it.
1,000,000 eddies. And what would I have to do for this 1,000,000 eddies?
It's something I'd rather not discuss over a simple phone call. But how about you come meet me? I'll take you out for lunch. Well, what's the time now? Well, maybe not lunch. How about some afternoon tea up in Petrochem Tower?
Petrochem. Oh, you're that, Mr. Billy Joe. Are you sure I've been in your apartment?
Well, Mr. Ottavi, I'm looking right here on my computer screen, and I can clearly see you killing innocent civilians in my apartment.
Ah, that kind of a business. Yes, I think I can arrange something.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
I'll come and meet you. At
Yeah, and bring
Petrochem.
do you have any friends you'd like to bring along?
Yes, I'd like to bring my entourage. I hope you understand. I mean to be humble, not to brag, but I'm a little important. I hope you understand. I don't go anywhere without my little man.
I understand, and look, Mr. Ottavi, I'm going to be frank with you. I know that you've had dealings with Mr. Popov, the late Mr. Popov. Is that true?
Yes, it is most unfortunate. His death, I mean. I understand he had something to do with you and his brother. I never really understood.
Yes, well, I'd also like to talk to you about that and one Miss Romanovna, if possible.
Okay. Well, what time works for you? Do you want me to come right away, or?
I have a meeting at the moment, but sure, if you leave, you're in the combat zone, if I'm not mistaken.
I see.
I'll send an AV over for you, and yeah, by the time you get here, I'll be free to see you.
Don't worry. Well, I'll take my car. I don't want to impose.
Very well. Just give them my name when you get to the reception desk.
Okay, no problem.
The phone call ends. Beep, beep, beep.
Sure.
Scheisse. That was Mr. Billy Joe Brentwood, the owner of Petrochem.
Oh, what's he doing calling you?
Well, you know Potu's dad.
Hmm.
He's had some bad business with this man, and took his brother or something. He was angry about it, and now he's called me, telling me he wants to do a business because he has a video recording of me killing innocent civilians. But the problem is, I don't remember a shit. Aye, aye, aye. I'm gonna have to go meet him right now.
Okay. I'm still want to do this Hideo thing, so you're taking the clones with you, yeah?
Aye, I will. I see. I will be doing that.
Sorry?
Yes, I will.
Good, okay. I just want to make sure that you'll be safe, that's all.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And he gives her the pecks on the cheeks.
Oh,
Mamma mia.
You guys are creeps.
I'm gonna go after that kiss. I'm gonna blush a little and go and get changed into my hakama.
You still have blood that goes to your cheeks.
yeah. No, the middle plates just have like a built-in sort of red embellishment sort of thing. Yeah.
Like an LED.
true.
Yeah, LEDs. Ooh, LEDs. Yeah. Okay.
He's gonna tell his entourage what's gonna happen, and so Gorgon's gonna get the car ready, and he's also gonna ask them to prep what's it, Karen Smasher. So they've kind of hooked her up to a cannon, for ease of access, and so he's gonna, why not,
Okay,
He's
I like
gonna
it.
tell them to get her ready in case he needs her, so they can just launch her at wherever he is.
All right. So she's being loaded up and initializing white privilege.
Who had named this thing?
Yeah.
She's just gonna have to have a very serious talk about race later on with his little boys.
Well, I mean, what? Aren't two of them running around little Hitler uniforms, little SS Staffel uniforms?
True. One's got a KKK uniform on too.
Oh my goodness. Right. Well, anyway, we're going to move over to Silverfoot.
Have you seen that one?
Yes, he's taking a special
yeah.
interest
Or
in
do
you.
you keep that one in the back room when Dee's around?
I put him in chains when you come over.
Oh man. Oh, I do have a question though. First, before we go over to Pedro, Quasimodo, is he normal sized?
Fuck no, he's like a foot tall. He's
Okay.
really, really small, so that he can just climb on top of her giant frame. And she's rewired his brain so that he'd kind of get release when he fixes her. So that's what he lives to do, is to improve her and fix her and help her. So,
Okay,
yeah.
anyway, we're gonna go over to Pedro now. I'm disturbed. So, Pedro, what are you up to at the moment?
When the DM just wishes he didn't ask.
Yeah. That always happens. It happens every session.
Yep.
Oh, so what's the time now? Are we
About
still
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Pedro's just making just a bowl of cereal. Yeah, he's just chilling. 3 p.m. Just woke up.
Just woke up, yeah. Yeah, so your phone goes off as well. Phones are going off today. Beep 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 beep.
Oh fuck, who's this? Answer the phone. Bing. Hola.
Is that you, Pedro?
Yes. Who am I speaking to?
It's me, Hideo.
Stay silent.
Look, I'm sorry for what happened the other week. I didn't mean to put you up against your friends like that, but I'm sure you understand they were becoming quite a threat to me. But things are different now, as I'm sure you know. With Maeko.
Okay.
Look, I've got her coming over to the DMS tower right now, and I'd like you to be there.
Why do you want me there? Why are you even calling me?
Well, you're actually one of the few people I can actually trust. All of these people in suits around me, they're not like you. You were always there for me. And Well, I feel like I can't trust anyone, and I'd like someone there in case someone tries to do anything to Maeko.
Gonna stay silent. Why should I trust you most of all? You screwed me over once already.
You're right, Pedro. You're right. I did, and I see now that was probably a mistake on my part. Just trying to clear up loose ends. But all of this stuff about me being an Arasaka, it's not true. Maeko could very well be my daughter, but I'm not an Arasaka. I'm just some guy from Japan who's trying to make a living here.
From what I heard, she is. But I guess I'm coming not for you, but for your daughter. Just to make sure you don't do anything. And then I hang up the phone.
Oh. Okay. All right. Phone call ends. Beep. Okay.
And I quickly flick star a message, just explaining briefly about the situation. But I've just got a call from her father, supposed father, and that I shall meet her at the designated location.
Okay. Right back to you saying, just keep your eyes open. This could be a trap.
Awesome. I see back a winky face.
Wait, so are you guys meeting up beforehand, or are you meeting there at the tower?
I'm waiting for the AV.
Okay. What about you, Pedro?
I guess I'll meet them at the tower. Well, wherever this designated location, I actually don't know. I'm guessing it's at the tower. Or that's what you said, the tower.
Maybe send her another text message.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Can you come pick me up? Can you ask the AV to come pick me up on the way on the way back?
Just wait out on the rooftop of your apartment. We'll come pick you up.
All right. Jeez.
Well, actually, where are you in the Glen? Whereabouts do you live, Pedro?
I'm actually very close to the corporate center. Or corporate district of the residential corporate district. God, I'm gonna pull it up. Here's the map. I have New Westbrook, yeah. So the executive zone, is quite close, but I'm not sure if we're meeting there or not. So.
No, DMS Tower is in the corporate center,
Yeah.
but it's no biggie. If Hideo's asking you to go, then I'm sure the AV won't mind.
Yeah. Cool.
It may even already know. Ooh.
Spicy. Right. Yeah, and then I'm going to continue eating my cereal because I'm hungry.
Right. And now, what's the name of your little midget boy? Silver Toes, right?
Silver Toes. Yeah.
All right.
He's chilling. He's currently in the bathroom. He's quite constipated. Hasn't eaten much apart from cabbage and bottles of tequila. So it's pretty good.
And does he only speak Spanish?
He does, but very drunkly and very kind of loose Spanish. It's not fully developed.
I see. So you just hear from the bathroom him screaming, "Grandma, Grandma!" It burns. He must have had a fire breather pizza or something. The other night.
Damn.
But,
do you want some ice
Grandma!
water for that, Silver Toes? Put some ice on your ass.
See, Grandma.
And I'm gonna go to the freezer and grab out a bunch of ice and kind of pass it to him through the bathroom.
Okay.
You can do that. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna take care of Silver Toes. He's not gonna come.
Just gracias.
He's not gonna come on this one though. I'm gonna leave him at the apartment for now. He's
Leave him on the toilet.
Yeah, he's a bit too constipated to Keep going.
Sitting on toilet.
Sitting on toilet.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right, so you head out of your apartment door, and I want you to roll concentration.
Evasion for the sniper bullet coming at your head.
Yeah. Oh. Fucking what's his name? Velos or the oh god.
I thought you were going to say humanity lost from the smell coming from the bathroom.
Don't give him ideas. Don't give
The
him
last
ideas.
session, make us all cyber psychos.
Yeah.
Dude, that's been my goal for like the last 10 episodes is make you guys cyber psychos.
Well, yeah, I know. It's just why I've not
I'm
put
waiting
any
for it.
cyberware in.
Yeah.
Amen
Yeah.
here. I'm just a
I'm
regular
so-
psycho.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I've
same.
My main goal's been keeping as much humanity as I can. I've still got 40.
Well,
Damn.
Star Wars
Oh.
were like fucking low as shit.
You got 21?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so as you're heading out and you're sort of, you know how your the apartment building you're in is like a condominium almost, like there's a staircase in the middle and
Yep.
lots of rooms around it almost, and you got to, you can go up the staircase and wind around up to the top. It's really crowded, but you kind of can notice your ears prick up a little. And you're looking out of your peripheral vision, and you can sort of see that there are some people watching you as you start heading upstairs towards the rooftop.
I'm just gonna take note of that and kind of casually, not make any sudden moves, just casually walking up to the rooftop like I haven't seen them.
So even as you're heading up these extra floors, right, and getting more up to the rooftop, there are still tons of people. Even up on the rooftop, there are the rooftop gardeners, people who like to live up on the roofs and roofs and things like that. But these guys are actually following you up the stairs. There's about 3 or 4 of them.
I am going to have my hand on my gun just in case. I'm guessing I'm not on the roof yet, so I'm just gonna. How far are these guys behind me? Are they quite far that they could see me, clearly, or are they? Just
No, so even as you're going up the steps, you're sort of pushing past people. It's really overpopulated in this area. That's probably why I managed to get a fairly decent yet cheap apartment, is because it's just so crowded. You don't get
I'm
much
gonna
space.
try and stealth my way, kind of out of their vision, kind of crouch down and kind of slip
Ooh.
past, and kind of stealthily let them go past and see what the fuck they're trying to do.
Okay, I want you to roll a stealth check for that. Try and shake them off. And I'm going to give you, I'll give you a +2 to this. Because you're quite you're quite snazzy with your outfit. You're good at blending in. You don't poke out like a sore thumb, and there's a lot of people around.
Sweet. 18.
18. All right. So you're sort of crouched down a little bit and weave in through some people and not actually pushing them out of the way, so it's very clear where you're going. And then as you're going up the stairs to sort of round the corner to go up to the roof, you quickly duck up behind someone around their left-hand side and then sneak up the left-hand side of the staircase,
Yep.
completely avoiding eyesight of these guys. And as they come up to the next floor, you sort of peek over someone's shoulder as you're heading right up to the rooftop, and they've completely lost sight of you.
Awesome. I'm going to re-enter the crowd, and now I'm going to follow them.
Ooh, okay. So you're just gonna tail them? Okay.
So just see what they're, I want to see if they're, maybe if they're armed or kind of what attire they're wearing. If I would easily spot them as they're wearing certain attire.
Okay. Sorry for all these skill checks, but I want you to roll another concentration.
Yeah, no problem. Yep. 21.
21, nice, good rolls. Yeah, so as you get a little bit closer, still kind of sneaking around, staying out of sight, they're just standing around on the same floor where they lost track of you, and they're just looking around trying to see where you're going. where you've gone rather, where you've disappeared to. So as you get a good clear sight of them, you start looking over and you notice they're really cybered up. Cybered up as much as those cybersackers you came across a few months back. You recognize these guys as really, like, too similar in sort of physical appearance to the cyber psychos who used to follow darkness.
Alright, and they're on the same floor as me, correct?
Yeah, but there are tons. There are like 100 people around you right now.
I'm going to casually make my way up to the roof now, since they're looking, but I'm guessing they haven't seen me. So, continue my way up to the roof, please.
Alright, so you start heading up to the roof. And now we're going to go back to Star. And Star, the AV has just now landed in front of your, in front of the warehouse.
Cheese runs up to Star before she goes.
Cheese?
Star!
Yeah.
I want to make sure that you're fine. So here, have these. And he hands her like a handful of tiny trekking chips, or yeah, what's it called? Trekking chips.
Yeah.
Help me out here, Shane.
Yeah, like a chip. That works.
And says, put this anywhere you think will be important, and keep one on yourself at all times.
I will. Thank you. And I'll give him a big tight hug.
Oh, I hug her back.
And then I shall break away and make my way into the AV.
Okay, and Cheese, are you heading off now as well?
Yeah, he'll be heading getting in his Lincoln Presidential.
Okay, so Star, you hop into the AV. It opens up for you. It's the typical kind of black and red for DMS. Got the big logo on the side, and there are two heavily armed security guards with assault rifles sitting in each, like opposite each other in the AV.
As I sit down, I'll like just casually offhand be like, "Those won't help you guys."
And their mouths don't change. You can't actually see anything except for their the bottom of their chin and their mouth. They're wearing helmets, and their expressions don't even change.
I'll then remember. Actually, we need to go pick someone up. Can we go to this address to go pick up Silverfoot?
And one of the security guards just looks directly at you, and you can see that he actually swallows a little bit, and he stutters. Did you just say Silverfoot?
Yeah. Hideo is after him to come along too, so we're gonna go pick him up. Can we go there, please?
And he looks back at the other guard, and the other guard sort of nods nervously, and he bangs on the sort of the back panel behind him. Duk, duk, duk. Hey, we're heading on over there to Westbrook. We gotta go pick up. We gotta go pick up someone. And then he relays over the address to him.
Whilst
And
they're
the AV.
doing that,
Yep.
Sorry, just very quickly. Whilst they're distracted and they're doing that, I'm going to very stealthily slide one of the chip under the seat that I'm on and stick it to the bottom.
Okay, yeah. I won't even get you to do a check for that. That's really just, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so you just quickly, adjust in your seat, and then just quickly, boop, attach it under, and yeah, the doors close. Then the AV takes off, and I guess Cheese, you take off in your little automobile at the same time.
Yep.
Now, who are you taking with you, Cheese? You've got your protection squad, and is Karen with you as well?
No, Karen's in the cannon.
Yeah.
In the cannon, where? Where's the cannon?
It's like on the rooftop.
On a rooftop. Okay.
Oh yeah, of Cheese's clinic.
Okay. I see. And how far can this cannon launch?
Oh, Cheese has made sure that anywhere in the city it's covered.
Anywhere in the city?
Yeah,
Holy
it's a giant ass cannon.
Okay.
Well, it's just shooting a person, you know.
Yeah, freaking 1 ton
fucking
freaking
unit.
Trebuchets
cyborg.
could shoot shit fucking way further.
She also has like a hang gliding suit. So like
Yeah,
she
she,
gets up
she
and then
has.
Is a squirrel suit?
yeah, she can squirrel suit from once she's up there, you know?
Yeah, she has jet boosters to fly like Iron Man. Yeah,
Well, yeah, of course.
Well, I mean if you insist.
and she's made of
Yeah.
adamantium.
Yeah, your idea, Jaden.
We're loving the ideas though, keep them up.
Yeah, that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll see about that cannon. Anyway, yeah, the AV flies off towards Westbrook, and Cheese, you drive off towards the corporate center, towards Petrochem Tower. Now we're going to head over to Mr. D, Mr. Adomako. And whereabouts are you right now?
I'll be in my just chilling out in my apartment, which is centrally located.
Centrally? In the Glen?
No, I went over this last week. I'm in like on the border of Old Japantown and Old Chinatown,
Ah, yeah, true. Gotcha.
and while everyone thinks it's a bit weird, a black guy's living there. Everyone sort of knows my face by now, so it's not too bad.
Right. There's still a lot of black people in Night City, you're fine.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, they generally don't choose to live in the right in the center of the Asian sort of district.
Yeah. Alright, so you're just chilling in your apartment, and what are you doing in there?
Well, it's like 3 o'clock on a Sunday. I'll probably be just sort of like, you know, probably having like a late lunch or something like that. I would have woken up reasonably late. I didn't go out or anything, but so maybe having like, yeah, just like a late lunch. Maybe I'm just about to set up some brain dance gaming, you know.
Yeah, gaming. Yeah.
Scandalous that you'd suggest otherwise.
Yeah. Anyway,
He is a man of culture.
yeah. So you're let's say you're standing by your window, looking out at the beautiful view, and it's about, say it's heading closer towards 4 p.m. about now. And
Okay,
you're
then I
just sitting
definitely
down
would
to-
be finished with food by then. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So let's say you're finishing up your food, looking out your window, and you see Cheese's wagon just zoom past outside towards the corporate center.
I'll flick Cheese a text saying, "I didn't know the mayor was allowed to break the road rules."
Oh, there are no road rules in the combat zone.
I know, but I'm just gonna, you know,
I'll
it's like a cheeky little text to send to the boys.
There are now.
Alright.
The Cheese is in charge.
yeah, Cheese is just gonna reply, "I am the law."
Alright, so yeah, your phone goes off. Beep.
I read, "I am the law," and I go, and then I send back, "Why the rush? Anything happening?"
Cheese, of course, replies, "Mr. Billy Joe from Petrochem is talking to me about the brain dance murders we did."
I say that can't be good for the election.
Yeah, Cheese is gonna be like, "Yeah, no shit."
Mm.
Oh. I'll send him a thing saying, "Well, let me know if you need him to sleep with the fishes," and I'll put a little skull and crossbones emoji.
Oh yeah, Cheese is he's gonna give a thumbs up reply, and then he's gonna actually text, "Do you still have that sniper rifle?" and then give a little gun emoji at the end.
and then I'll say, I'm pretty sure you're thinking of Pedro. I don't know how to use a sniper. Last time I tried to use a gun that I didn't know how to use, Po 2 happened.
All right. Well, Cheese is just reading this text with such dismay. It's like, all right, if I need someone to harvest some what do they call it? Cotton. I'll call you.
Oh no.
I send back. I'm just. One second, just quick Google. I'll just say something about. Make sure you say hi to your mother for me.
Will do. That's what you will do.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, Cheese, he's not. English is his second language. He doesn't get the some of the intricacies of it.
Yeah, so you're just like, okay, and then you just like put your phone down.
And then he's like, what a lovely man, just thinking about my mom.
Exactly. That's exactly what he's thinking.
Yeah.
He's like, D is right. I should call my mama more often.
Yeah. Well, what do you know? Black people are nice.
Yeah, a few of them. And so, but Cheese will message him and be like, "Do you mind being my wild card?"
Is that?
Do you mind being my wild card?
I sent question mark.
Oh, just stick around in case anything goes wrong.
Say no problem, mi amigo.
It's the same place with the fence we can climb over. Just don't get spotted, I guess.
I send him the big thumbs up, but with the black skin.
Yeah.
Well, he sends back a gif of just some people waving goodbye.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So now, Star, you're in the AV, and it's just now coming over Pedro's apartment, Conapt. When Pedro, you're there, up on the rooftop, and people start like running back downstairs as this AV comes over. It's very odd to see this really upper class sort of executive AV coming over the building. And so it comes over and it just starts shooting out like smoke all around you, and you kind of have to like put your hand up to shield your eyes a little as it comes in to land on the rooftop. The doors flick open, and sitting in there is Star with 2 security guards.
Hey, Star.
Hey Pedro, how are you? It's been a while.
Good, thanks. Yeah, you look well. You look a lot different. Wow.
Just a little. I would like to get out ever so slightly and go to give him a hug. And then as I give him a hug, I would like to slide my hand on the back of his collar and stick another tracker like underneath his clothes.
Okay, are you doing this for him to notice it, or for him not to notice it?
I don't really care if he notices or not.
Okay.
So I'm just doing it so it looks as natural as possible, without alerting what's going on.
Yeah. So again, I won't get you to roll for that because like it's out of view pretty much of the people completely.
Yeah.
But Pedro, you do notice it. You notice it's he's touching a bit too much, but she's touching a bit too much. But yeah.
That's all right.
Pedro does not mind at all.
She's 17.
Yeah, I'll just act casual, so like nothing's happened, even though I do feel a bit like there was a bit too much.
As I come back, I'll give him a wink, just sort of sort of like indicator of what's going on. Don't worry, just a friendly smile and a wink, and then get back into the TV.
I feel
You
like
mean mixed
Pedro's a
messages?
grass on the pitch kind of guy.
Give me mixed messages there, starting. Yeah, I go
give a cheeky little grin, little side grin, and I hop inside, I guess.
So what have you been up to?
Alright.
How's Silvertoes?
He's a bit constipated at the moment. Too much cabbage and tequila. He's roasting his ass on the toilet at the moment. So
I
yeah.
told you need to give him water every so often. You can't just keep giving him tequila.
But he's so cute when he's drunk. So I mean, I can't help it.
Jeez. That's messed up.
So just a random question, but why did Hideo call you?
Well, he said he could trust me, and I'm the only one he can kind of trust in this world.
He can trust you.
Yeah, that's what his words were.
They're bum buddies.
Pedro's
That's what he
gonna get
means.
himself killed.
How often do you hang out with Hideo?
I don't hang out with him at all, but when, back in the day, when we thought he was who he thought he was, seemed like a nice guy, so kind of got along with him quite well. Always used to see him.
Guys,
Every
D
now
is
and
getting a phone call.
Oh, bye D.
But I'm not here for him. I'm here for your safety.
Oh, that's cute. I appreciate it. And, just keep your wits about you.
Not a problem.
Take a look at these guys as well. Look what they're rocking. This ain't gonna help them, is it?
No, I could put a bullet right through them.
Yeah,
Start
so
laughing.
in this time it's taken off and it's heading close to the corporate center now.
What about you?
But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
as you guys are saying that, the guy sitting kind of beside you guys is actually like starting to shake a little. But he's trying to retain his composure.
I'm gonna slap him on the back and be like, "What's the problem?"
Yeah. Please sit still. Don't move around inside the AV.
Can I ask why? Why's that?
Well, it'll offset the balance and could make us crash. If you move around too much.
Don't be so silly. You never played with your life before, have you?
Yes, I have, but just don't move around so much.
Okay. The nervous guy here. I kind of chuckle to myself and look over at Star and kind of point over to this guy and wonder why he's so nervous. Kind of give a concerned look.
I hope this is not Hideo's best men, because that's not looking too good for him, is it?
No, not really. I feel like you could chop through there quite easily.
I know. Like, I don't even have to have my eyes open.
Yeah, the guy beside you is literally sweating right now. And he kind of pushes forward to the other. He like leaps off of his seat a little towards the other guard. Are we almost there? Are we almost there? And the other guard slaps him across the face and pushes him back down in his seat.
Interesting.
And the sweaty guard just sort of sits there, looking out the window. He is terrified of you guys.
How fast do you
Alright.
think it would be to kill this guy? How fast do you think I could kill this guy?
Are you speaking this aloud?
Yep, I'm saying this aloud directly
Okay.
to Star.
Oh, I mean, the famous Silverfoot? I mean, I heard you killed, what was it, 16 people with one bullet that time? That was crazy. So I don't imagine it would take you very much to deal with him. But we're just pulling your leg, don't worry. I'll look over like jokingly and friendly towards this guy.
Right, he turns toward you and just starts cackling like too much. Yeah, good one.
Are we allowed to smoke in this RV? This some AV.
Well, the
stuff?
guard across from you looks very sternly at you, and he sort of sits up straight and has his rifle a bit more like up in his hands. No.
Hmm.
We're almost there anyway. Just wait.
All right then.
Alright, so the
furious
AV
over
starts
here.
weaving in between these giant skyscrapers, past Network News 54 Tower, past the ruins of the old Arasaka Tower, and heading around the sort of exterior of the corporate center, avoiding radiation, heading off towards DMS Tower. Now we're gonna swap over to Cheese. Cheese, you've been weaving in through traffic for the past 5-10 minutes as you're coming into the corporate center, pulling up to the giant silver and green pylon that is Petrochem Tower, with the logo, with a big P on the top of the building, illuminated with a green neon.
Funnily enough, Cheese also has a big P.
That he does.
Alright,
Karen would know that well. Karen too would know that well.
well, Karen 2 or Karen Smasher?
I hope not Karen Smasher.
Yeah, me too.
Her
Me
last
too.
name.
Yeah. That's not she got her last name. Yeah. Oh, man.
So Cheese is he's hopping out. He's looking super slick. He's got his Armani suit on. He puts his glasses on. All of the Secret Service clones wear the same glasses, and he's got his briefcase in one hand.
Yeah. Now, this Armani suit, did you pay for this? How much did it cost?
Oh, I paid like 3,000 eddies for it.
Okay, well, I want you to have a +2 to all. Give me a second, actually. I was reading it before. Wardrobe and style. No, is wardrobe style personal grooming? Personal grooming. Yeah, do a personal grooming roll with +2, and then I'm gonna give you a +2 to all persuasion or seduction and things like that from then on if you pass. But there is no negative to
Damn.
not doing it.
All right, so wardrobe
It's
and
cool.
style. Did you say
Personal grooming.
personal grooming? Oh, personal grooming.
Yeah.
Sweet. So you're giving me a +2 to its roll?
Yes.
Like
Nice.
base of 20 or something.
Oh no, I have the +2 because of the nanomachines as
Yeah.
well, and then I have this +2, so it's 7 plus 13, base level 13.
Okay.
Okay. All right, 18. Yeah, so you pop your collar up a little, got your briefcase, and you just strut on out across the street. And you actually got as you pulled up with your car, you've got your little guys in there. But actually, a chauffeur comes around to sort of take the vehicle from you guys. But then he sees all the midgets sitting in there, and he just okay. All of them. Well, he sees Gorgon sitting in the car, and is Gorgon the driver?
Yes, he's the driver.
Yeah. So the chauffeur looks at Gorgon the driver, sees the midget sitting there, and Gorgon turns and smiles at him. And the chauffeur looks back at you and sees the other 4 midgets.
Yep.
Trailing after you, and he goes, and then he stops, just adjusts his composure, shakes his head, turns around, and just walks away. Not even bothering asking you about it.
Damn. He's a beta male, but I'm a sigma male.
Sigma male with a Sigma frame.
Exactly.
Alright. So you dart across the street just as the traffic's sort of even stopping and slowing down for you. Some cars actually slow down, and a little kid points out, Is that Orsino Ottavi? And then the car drives past.
I'm waving this whole time, of course. Handing out pamphlets, just throwing them at people.
All of your midgets are just darting off. Anyone that comes within a 5-meter radius of you gets handed a pamphlet.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you jog up the stairs and do a little dance like the Joker on the stairs. And you push open the big glass doors into Petrochem Tower.
Oh.
And there is a fine young man with a moustache almost as excellent as yours, except he's got black here, and it's slicked back, and he's wearing a really nice suit with a little green leaf badge, which denotes him working for Petrochem. And he's standing there at the little, very quaint reception desk that has a few guards standing around. Medtech looks after this, the security at this building. And the man calls out, "Excuse me, sir, can I help you?"
Hello, yes. I'm here to talk to Billy Joe. It's me, Orsino Ottavi.
Oh, sir, Mr. Ottavi of Ottavi Industries?
The one and only.
Right this way, sir. And he actually opens up his till, the little counter desk thing, to come around. I will personally take you to Mr. Billy Joe Brentwood.
I am honored, and I give him a handshake.
Oh, he takes your hand very fervently and shakes it tons. Thank you, sir, thank you. Right this way. And he beckons you with his hand to come this way and takes you towards the elevator. And the sort of architecture in this building is actually quite beautiful. You're actually quite taken by it. It's all made of very nice interior varnished wood, and also some kind of bioorganic material you're not really sure about. This building was slightly damaged during the Fourth Corporate War and the bombing and all that. So the way that they rebuilt it was with this sort of organic material that you're not quite sure what it is, but it looks quite cool. The juxtaposed wood and that material, and it sort of spirals up. Yeah, and the elevator actually, you can see the elevator go up through. The half of the sort of elevator shaft is this wooden material, the standard kind of wood foundation, but then the other half is almost like the spine of a creature. It's like a bioorganic spine, and you can see the elevator kind of wrapped around this rib cage of organic material as it shoots up the levels. And the receptionist takes you off towards this elevator. Right this way, sir. And might I ask, are these your children?
Yes, these are all my boys. But everyone in Night City is my child.
Well, I also happen to be a citizen of Night City myself.
Oh, well then you're one of mine too. Welcome to the family.
Oh, thank you, sir. And he kind of blushes and nods. You know, just between you and I, you have my vote, Mr. Ottavi.
Ah, I appreciate it, my friend. I sign a pamphlet and give it to him. Like I put my signature on it.
Wow.
Okay, I'm back, guys.
Okay,
Welcome back.
Yeah, and he takes he very carefully takes the autographed little pamphlet off you. Thank you, Mr. Ottavi, thank you. And just now, the elevator drops down right in front of you. Ding! Door opens up. And the receptionist dashes in, presses penthouse, scans a little key card, and then he hops out of the elevator and holds it open for you. Please, sir.
Thank you. I walk through and I give him a 100 eddy denomination as a tip.
Oh wow, what a Chad! He takes it off you very happily and bows fervently to you, turns and leaves as the elevator doors close, and the elevator little thing shoots up the shaft up to the penthouse. And we're going to swap over to Star and Pedro in the AV. You guys are now just circling around. Just like,
Oh my god.
Oh.
Fucking apocalypse over here.
We just got our apocalypse warnings.
Yeah.
Apocalypse warnings?
All of
that
our region just went back into COVID restrictions.
Oh,
Yeah.
there.
Level 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, up to 5 days. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forget you guys are all in the same city, eh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And we've never seen each other once.
How's that even possible?
We really need to resolve that.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Alright, anyway.
you can just have an iPad with a FaceTime, and that's Jaden chilling out with us.
Yeah. True. Yeah,
We could do that
so
for
yeah.
the final session.
Oh,
Although we're still being COVID restrictions 2 weeks from now. Anyway, sorry, continue. I don't want to ruin the flow.
Yeah, so Star and Pedro, your AV is now coming up over DMS Tower, and if you guys peek out a little out the window, you can see that DMS Tower is the top of it is sort of a circle. It's not a square building; it's very cylindrical in nature. It's quite an old one. This building too got damaged, but it was repaired quite quickly. DMS being one of the biggest media corps. But yeah, so the AV touches down on the top of the building, and the doors open up.
I would like to, before we get out and we start seeing we are actually arriving at DMS, I am going to send Cheese a text just to say that that is actually where we are. He didn't just use that as a cover in the text. Just
Right.
so that he knows.
Alright, Cheese, you're going out the elevator and you get this message.
Cheese just messages back. That's good. I'm going into my meeting now. Wish me luck. And I wish you luck, too.
I text back. That's good. I wish you luck, too. Mwah.
I sent her another one back.
Oh.
Okay,
Am
enough of
I
that.
alone in this elevator? No.
No, you've got all the midgets just looking up at you, smiling.
We can all send a group dick pic. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, D's just at home chomping down cereal.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, by now he's in the brain dance.
Oh,
Oh, doing this.
alright.
So you just hear.
Okay.
So get out the
Yeah,
AV.
so you guys hop out of the AV. There are two guards waiting. Not these two guards that were with you, but the two guards that were with you hop out first, on either side of the AV, and you guys hop out, and then there are another two guards across a sort of platform leading to a smaller tower that you guys. There's a bigger door, kind of an elevator shaft going back down into the main building.
Okay. I'm assuming that's like we're being directed that way.
Yep.
Then, yeah, I guess we'll head off that way.
Yep, I
Alright.
follow suit.
Right, so you guys start walking out, and then a guard's arm shoots out in front of you, Pedro, to stop you from going any further. And
Whoa.
it's not like a menacing kind of one, like trying to like push you away or anything. It's just like, oh, like stop right there, kind of thing.
Hey,
Did he shoot, did you say? He shot.
No.
He shot at his
Cut out
hand.
his hand. Sorry, yeah,
Oh.
like he's not doing it in a menacing way. Like he's not. He's just like putting his arm out, like, oh, just wait a second, please. Kind of
Okay.
thing.
I'm with her.
No, you also wait, just a moment.
Why?
And the guards look over at the across the platform to the door. The doors shoot open, and Hideo steps out.
Ooh. Okay.
Now he's about 20 meters away though, so there's like like a little bit of space between you guys.
We're here. What do you want?
What's that?
What?
What? Can't hear you. And yeah, so he steps out of the elevator. Oh, why isn't that working? Give me a second. I'm trying to change the music here. This new music bot is utterly trash.
Where did the old one go?
Cease
That
and
one was
desist from
trash too.
YouTube.
Yeah, we personally were sued by YouTube.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, Ian. Just give me a moment.
You're good. So whilst he steps out of the elevator, I'll start heading over towards his direction. not shouting from across the way.
Hmm. Oh my god, this is so awful.
Sending commands too fast. Slow down.
Stop you!
Can you not just completely cancel the bot and just bring it back in with the new song?
I'll have to.
Oh, that's a pain.
I know.
I'm gonna go pee whilst you do that.
Oh, there we go. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Oh wait, he's peeing. I forgot. We will wait.
Not bad.
Maybe we'll go to cheese.
Yeah, why?
We'll just wait for Shane.
I'm
And,
back.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
been back.
Oh,
Back
sorry.
like a minute.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear. Okay, anyway, yeah. No, we're not. Stuff you. So the doors open to the elevator, and Hideo himself steps out, and he looks way different to the last time you guys saw him. His eyes are completely cybered up, and he's got like lines going all across his face. Looks like his face has some sort of metallic plating in it, but the sort of real skin covering. But it's just got those thin lines as he steps towards you. You can kind of see these thin lines going up where his forehead is and around his cheeks. And he walks up closely, he doesn't even look at you, Pedro, but he's just looking at you, Star. And he crosses the platform and stands about 5 meters away from you. He's got 2 guards either side of him that are completely cybered up. And his face sort of goes very soft and he looks at you. Maeko?
What?
Is it really you?
It is. I am Maeko, but I'm not your Maeko.
You're not?
No, you abandoned me as a child. I'm not yours anymore.
You don't understand. Sato and I, we thought you died. We came back to the apartment and you weren't there. We thought the worst.
You left. You left for a month.
We had no choice. We were out. We were out one day and we were being followed. We were hiding for... Yes, you're right. It must have been about a month. And we found our way back, but we never found you.
And then I'll say like in Japanese now, so that like Pedro can't hear. Like, you abandoned me. You abandoned your daughter. How dare you?
I know. I'm sorry, but I know I don't think I can ever make it up to you. But I'm here now, and I just want you to know. And he looks at you and how you've just completely, you're completely cybered up. You're just, you're your own person. You're looking after yourself. You don't need anyone to look after you. And he just looks all over at your cyberware. I'm so sorry, Maeko.
Don't
But-
apologize.
Why?
You said you can't make it up. You can start by releasing my brother.
Yes, Hideo. Well,
Where is he?
we have him down in the brain dance department. We haven't been doing anything awful to him or anything, but you see, this all happened before I knew who you were. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. You see, I thought you were all my enemies, but well, Pedro, you were always a good friend, and like I said over the phone, I apologize. And Maeko, I had no idea. But I'm willing to set all of your friends free if it will mean that we can be a family again, Maeko. I want to be the father that you never got to have, the father that I'm sure that deep down you still want.
The person that raised me as a child, you currently are holding hostage. Release him, and maybe we can start talking.
All right. And he clicks his fingers, and the guards leave. They just turn instantly and go across the platform, hop in the elevator, and go down. They will go and release your friends.
I want to see him. Before we talk, I want to see him. And I want to see him get taken away to safety, sent back to Japan.
So be it. I suppose you must be about, what, 16 by now?
17.
17. You have a little sister.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do, Michael. Her name's Yui.
And where is she? Did you abandon her too, did you?
No, she's actually downstairs here with me as well. Here in the building. You see, and he walks closer towards you, just like a meter. I've had a lot of threats on my life recently. A lot of people, even here than DMS, are trying to betray me. That's why I have all these guards following me at all times. I've got Yui. She's being watched. She's being protected. See, there are a lot of people here in Night City, and he turns and looks out towards the city. A lot of people who are trying to stop what I'm trying to do. Trying to make the city a better place, but there are people here who just want to take advantage of everyone else and keep us in this cycle of death and destruction. And then he turns back to you and just looks at you dead in the eyes. But I'm here to stop all that.
I doubt it. Talking the big game, running a city, you can't even take care of your own family.
And
Oh,
his
fucking roasted.
posture changes a little, like it becomes a lot more staunch almost all of a sudden. And you can easily tell that it sort of struck a nerve, but his cyber eyes don't betray anything beneath his beneath the cover that is his face. And he looks around, looks at Pedro. Thank you for coming, Pedro. I appreciate it.
It doesn't come from you. I came on behalf of Star.
No, I know. That's why I wanted you here. I just wanted to make sure that Star had someone that she can sort of confide. I know I haven't been a father, and all she's had is really friends. So I appreciate it nonetheless. But
Stay silent.
stay silent. Okay.
Just blank face.
Hang
Sort
on.
of just stands there awkwardly.
Teddy, check messenger.
Oh yeah, shit, my bad.
Oh, is this a text message or?
This is a.
Bro, couldn't you wait until afterwards to send me a fucking dick pic?
No, you know.
Sorry, is this in game or? Is the message in game? Is it sending Cheese a message?
No, she doesn't just whip out her phone and text cheese. No.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Okay, I did
Hideo
nothing.
kind of. Yeah. Okay. Hideo just steps back and is feeling a little bit awkward. He doesn't really know what to say. He obviously clearly doesn't know how to be a father. He forgot how to do that a long time ago. But thankfully, to break the silence, the elevator doors open up again, and being led out by two guards is Hideo.
I will
And he
instantly run over.
You run over? Yeah. The guards kind of step back as you kind of like in your cyber frame or whatever Borgish frame you've got, and you launch over towards Hideo, and the guards. Hideo, he's fine. He doesn't look like he has any injuries, but he looks slightly gaunt. He looks a little bit like he's lost a lot of weight. He's been hooked up to a machine or kind of just kept for months now, and so he looks a little bit out of it, but otherwise okay. And as you sort of dash up to him, he falls into your arms, a little bit weak. Star?
Hiro, what are you doing here?
I had to. I
Idiot.
had no choice.
Idiot. I thought you died. I thought I'd killed you.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And he just hugs you as tight as he can, but it doesn't even feel like much to you. It just feels like an ant sort of scratching against you.
I'm gonna, because I've had his katana the entire time. I'm gonna sort of take it off and I'm gonna hand it to him. Go home, Hiro. This place isn't for you. Go home.
So he pushes back off of you and, what do you mean?
I don't need you here. You're a hindrance. I can deal with this myself.
And he just like stops and his eyes start welling up with tears. And he grabs the katana off you and holds it, but his hands are just slightly trembling. What do you mean?
Go home. You shouldn't have ever come.
And he just falls onto his knees on the ground and just starts crying at your feet. And he's just holding the katana in his arms, in his hands as he's on the ground, on his knees.
I'm gonna go over and sort of like pick him up onto his feet using my strength. Yank him up. Hiro, I have freed you. Snap out of it. It's time to go home.
They had me hooked up to these machines, these brain dances.
I know.
The things I saw.
I know. We'll talk about it later, okay? I know someone who can help you. I'm gonna look back at Hideo. I'm gonna shout out, bring an AV and send him back to Cheese's clinic, and then we can talk.
Oh, all right. You can take this AV. He can go with one of my guards. Do you is Cheese going to look after him? I suppose.
It will hopefully make him better.
All right. We've had him off ever since I found out. We've had him off the brain dance, but it's gonna take him some time to get back to normal. But yeah, let's and he clicks his fingers again, and the guards help Hideo up very softly and gently, like really caring about his well-being, and take him off towards the AV.
And leaving. I'll just shout out, I'll see you soon, Hideo. Don't worry.
And Hideo doesn't. He's just still sobbing a little. It looks like he's been like quite traumatized.
What a bitch.
And
Yeah, man, disrespectful to my fucking backup character. Come on.
Hey, he's been through some stuff.
And we've all been.
Yeah, so Hideo is helped into the AV, and one of the guards hops in, doors close, and the AV takes off.
So, what did you want to talk about?
And Hideo watches Hideo watches the AV fly off towards the combat zone, and he turns back to you and Pedro. I want us to be a family again. I want this all to be over.
Okay. How about we go talk somewhere where I'm not freezing my ass off?
All right. Yeah. Of course. Why don't we go to my office and we'll talk there.
Okay. Lead the way.
All right. So he turns and with his 3 guards heads off into the elevator, and you guys follow. Are you following too, Pedro?
Yeah, I'm there.
All right. And you guys hop into the elevator. Doors close, and you guys head down to Hideo's office. All right, now we're going to head over to Cheese. And Cheese, you've just the doors opened a little while ago, but let's say you've been led through the hallway into Billy Joe's office, and his office is filled with all of these very strange sculptures. They're like oil, like petroleum sculptures. They look really odd and misshapen and very experimental in nature.
Damn. All right. Well, when he was in the elevator, he took out his little cologne spray of nymph perfume and give himself a little spritz. So
You have a
Just,
plus 10 against Billy Joe. No, just kidding.
ooh, I'm gonna try to seduce him.
Yeah. But well, we all know gender doesn't exist. So even if it works on the opposite gender, gender doesn't exist. So you have an advantage against them.
Hey man.
No, but yeah. So you walk into Billy Joe's office, and he's sitting at the longest table desk kind of thing you've ever seen. It's like 20 meters long. It's this big
Compensating.
block
Damn.
of concrete, and he's just sitting right in the middle of it.
Wonder what he's compensating for.
And he is the biggest man that you've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
He's like 6'6", sitting in his chair, but he's almost as wide as the table. No, but not actually. But he is very wide. He's like 300 kgs.
All right, enough about his penis. How big is he?
No. He in fact has a very small one.
Cheese can maybe give him the bigger penis. 2,000 eddies per inch.
He kind of looks like Kingpin from Into the Spider-Verse.
Yo, that's awesome. I got my own Kingpin.
Yeah. So he's sitting there, and he's got a little pen in his huge hands, and he's just scribbling away at some documents and shoves them to the side. Jeez.
Mr. Joe, I am not familiar. I apologize. It was insulting to have forgotten you, but I was simply busy. I hope you can forgive me.
That's all right, Mr. Ottavi.
I'd like to try walk down that long table and give him a handshake.
All right. Yeah. So you walk down, right up to him, and he stands up, and he is towering over you. He's just
Cheese does not back off, man. He's all right with this. He just gives this man his most proper, most respectful handshake he can.
All right. Shakes your hand. Huge hand, and he actually shakes your hand quite gently. very nicely,
Oh,
actually, quite
that's nice.
courteously. And then he sits down, and all of the papers like flip up into the air and then back down onto the table with how huge he is sitting down. Please, take a seat.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Well, actually, Cheese just sits down. He doesn't say anything. He nods, sits down.
Now, couldn't quite say everything I wanted over the phone, but I'm glad you could come, Mr. Ottavi.
Yes. It was a bit of a worry. You see. I hope you can talk through this.
Yes. Well, as I said over the phone, I'm willing to donate a very handsome sum to your mayoral campaign. This will ensure that you will absolutely become mayor of Night City.
Are you in any way implying that we forge the votes?
No, not at all. But, well, if I look at the current polls, you're only polling at about 50%, and with our mutual friend, Mr. Watanabe, joining the race, well, the odds could definitely be tipping more towards his favor than yours.
Yes, that is a bit of a problem.
Yes, it is.
So, may I ask you, why is it that you would like to help me?
Because I think you're actually a decent man, Mr. Ottavi.
Despite the videos that you have?
And he grabs his screen that's beside him and turns it and plays it. And you can see that it's video of you inside his apartment with the brain dance headset on, killing innocents. I know Mr. Watanabe fabricated this video to get you in, well, to use it against you, I assume. Am I mistaken?
This video is not fabricated, but I was not aware of what was happening. That headset that is on my head, I thought I was in a totally different place. I had no idea that I was murdering people.
Yes, well, I'm more willing to believe you than I am to be believing Mr. Watanabe in this case. You see, I saw what you said last night about him being an Arasaka.
Yes, it is true.
It's true, you say. Do you have any evidence of this?
Yes. He opens up the video that he has of that Potu took of the screen and them going through all this data. And he shows that part to him.
It also says here he has a daughter. Was that who was in the video?
Yes, that is the woman that was on the stage with me.
Right. I see. You see, the Arasakas create a big problem in Night City. You see, when they left, or when they were sent away by the government, well, what was left of the government, it left a big power vacuum, and people like me made that, filled that vacuum, you see? It is people like me who run this city now, and we would like it to stay that way, without any Arasakas interfering. And I think that's where our business aligns.
Yes.
Am I mistaken?
You are not mistaken. I too have my own quarrels with the Arasakans.
And what are your quarrels exactly?
They're chink eyes. I'm just kidding, of course. A little bit of humor to grease the wheels. No, it's.
And he leans back in his chair and throws his head back and just roars with laughter. And he slams his fist down on the table.
The whole room fucking shakes.
Yeah, the whole room shakes. The glass almost shatters.
Cheese has to roll to see if he's deaf or not.
Yeah. That was a good joke.
I appreciate it.
But anyway, on to more serious matters. I will pay you 1,000,000 eddies for your campaign if you kill Mr. Watanabe. Your team is obviously more than capable just by looking at this video here.
Yes, we try to help each other, and by helping each other, we tend to get the job done.
Right, yes. And I have it on good authority that, well, you lot have been involved in some other things happening across Night City these past few months. Am I mistaken?
Not in the slightest. I'm not proud of all of our exploits, but there have been many.
Well, you see, and he points towards a screen with his little chubby, his big sausage fingers. This video here is the only copy, and I'm willing to delete it right now. And I will even show you the metadata to prove this is the only copy. I will delete this right now in return for your services.
She sticks out his hand and goes, I think our goals align, Mr. Joe.
It's Mr. Brentwood, but you can call me Billy Joe.
Mr. Billy Joe. He sticks out his hand.
Alright. He shakes your hand again. He stands up. Now, I can assure you that you will become mayor if you do this for me. You do know that, right? You won't have to worry about anything.
I understand. I just want what's best for the people.
Yes, so do I, Mr. Ottavi, so do I. You see, I want you to become mayor because I think it would be what is good and necessary to rebuild the city.
I'm glad that you are as caring as I am.
No, I'm not as caring as you are. You see, I've done a lot of terrible things, and actually, there is one other thing, Mr. Ottavi. You see, your late friend, Mr. Popov, wasn't it?
Yes, Mr. Casimir Popov.
You see, there is one other thing that I would like to bestow upon you, should you be able to fulfill this necessity of mine.
Is that his brother?
Yes. Yes, it is. And he presses another button on his little keyboard he's got beside him, and a screen image pops up of a live camera feed of a jail cell. And there is someone sleeping on a little stretcher. I'm sure you know who this is.
He looks similar enough to his brother that I can definitely tell this is the truth.
This is one Yurik Popov. This is Poe's brother. And I am also willing to let him go.
I would very much appreciate that. It would be fantastic to honor Poe's memory.
Now, this is the last thing, before I forget. I have it on good authority that Mr. Watanabe is in fact scheduling a meeting with his mysterious daughter, your friend?
Yes, they're meeting right now.
And he sits back down. Then I suppose you should be using that to your advantage, no?
I will try my best to do so.
And he smiles with these big, massive yellow teeth at you. And his cyber eyes glint as the sun reflects in them and sort of sparkle towards you. Pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Ottavi.
And the pleasure with you, my friend. She's will, I guess, leave.
Yeah, so he just looks back down at his papers and starts signing again. Alright, and you head back into the elevator. Alright. Elevator doors close, and you start shooting back down towards the ground floor. Oh.
Yeah, the guy that Chi just met with. That's what I pictured when you heard
Yeah.
when you did the laughing.
Yeah. Arrgh! Yeah.
You guys are nerds. Sheesh.
Misa like this. Maybe we shall be friends. Anyway, yeah, that aside, yeah. So you're shooting back down towards the ground floor. And with this new information, would you like to do anything before we swap away from you?
No. Cheese would just like to admire. Oh, is he allowed to stop for a while to admire their bone structure? Like, yeah, he'd just like to admire their bone structure, not take any DNA samples, just admire it, and ask, like, text Star and say, how is it going on your end?
All right. So then Star will flick back to you quickly. You guys are heading down in the elevator, and your phone vibrates.
I'm gonna send back the message. Surprisingly well. He seems to be cooperating, and he even released Hideo. I've got him coming back to your clinic. Could you have one of the clones take care of him?
He replies, "No, I'll take care of him myself."
Oh, you're done?
Hmm?
Like she sends in a text, "Oh, you're done?"
Yes, yeah. He replies, "Yes, it went very well."
That's great to hear. I guess we'll catch up about it later. I'm about to have a meeting with Hideo in his office.
Best of luck, is all that Cheese writes.
Put my phone away.
Okay. All right. So Hideo is standing sort of in front of you guys, but like sideways. So he's kind of looking at you every now and again. He seems a little bit put off by your appearance, almost like it's not what he expected his door to look like, because he has seen you before, he has met you, but he didn't know he didn't know you were his daughter. And so when he when he found out about this yesterday or whatever, he was imagining seeing this girl still, who's just slightly cybered up, not this sort of cybered up person. That's quite different to what he imagined, so he's a little bit put off. But regardless, doors open up, and he puts his arm out to lead you guys into his office.
Yeah. Go in.
Okay. So you guys walk into his office, and it's this massive radial sort of, there's glass in a 360 sort of view, and his desk is right in the middle of the room. And the elevator is off on one corner of the room. And you guys come out, and his desk is smack bang in the middle, and he walks over to it. And Yui is there, actually sitting at a little desk, drawing a picture. And there are about 5 or 6 guards. There's 2 guards standing on either side of his desk. There are 2 guards standing on either side of the door, and there are 2 sort of hanging around Yui, sort of with Secret Service sort of outfits on, and hands are over, at their sides, sort of thing, or hands over their, folded sort of thing, formally, just hanging around. And Hideo walks on over and checks on Yui as you guys come in, and the elevator doors close, and the other guards who were in there, they shoot back up with the elevator, back up to the top. And Hideo leans over and looks at Yui's picture. What are you doing there, Yui? I'm drawing Daddy and Mommy. Ah, right. It looks very good. I got someone for you to meet, Yui. Do you mind stopping your picture there for a moment? Come over here. And Yui stands up, puts her little crayon down, and turns and looks at you, Star. And then she darts over to Hideo and grabs with both of her hands onto his collar. No, don't be frightened. Don't be frightened. And he kneels down and puts his hands on her shoulders and turns her back towards you. This is your sister. My sister? Yes, your sister. Her name's Maeko. But I don't have a sister. It's just me. No, Yui, you do. This is Maeko. She well, we thought she was lost a long time ago, but she's back now. And then Hideo stands up and grabs Yui's hand, like gently, of course, and walks over towards you.
Hi, Yui.
And Yui's sort of looking up at you, and you're like, you know, kind of intimidating, and she kind of hiding a little bit behind this her dad's sleeve. But she sees you, Pedro, and looks at you a little bit, and her eyes soften slightly. But then she looks back at you, Star, and is a little bit scared again.
So, how old are you? How old are you, Yui?
I'm 7.
7.
But my birthday is soon.
So,
Look, Yui, now that you've met your sister, how about you go back and continue your drawing, and we'll talk again later, right? I'm gonna go talk to your sister over there with Pedro, okay? Okay. And she just turns and darts back off to her picture. Sorry, I'm sure you understand, Michael. She's a little frightened.
That's understandable. I created myself like this for a purpose.
Yeah, I understand. But please come and sit. Pedro, come join us. We'll sit over here. And he's got like where his desk is. There are like a few little stools for you guys to sit at, almost like a bar. Like he is the bartender sitting in his office chair kind of thing. You guys are sitting at little tables.
Yeah. I'll take a seat.
All right. What about you, Pedro?
I also take a seat.
Okay. All right. And he sits in his little office chair and looks at you guys. Whew. Well, it's nice you got to meet Yui. I think she had already left the apartment building before you moved there. Am I correct?
I believe so. I've never seen her before.
Yes. Well, yeah, it's nice. Regardless, it's nice that you got to meet. Yeah. So, what will you do now, Star? Now that, Maeko. Now that you know who you really are.
I already know who I am, and I may have used to have been that person, but that person died a while ago. But
Oh, you're no longer my daughter?
if you're wanting to do something and build this relationship, you gotta understand it's gonna take a very long time. I may never forgive you, but we can, start somewhere small, maybe.
And he puts his hands on the table and he like folds them and he's trying to he's nodding. I understand. I really want us to be a family again, though, Michael.
Why's that?
Because you are all I've got now, and I want to make sure that we can all be together, like a family.
You could do something for me, as my father.
Anything.
Drop out the race.
What?
Drop out the campaign race.
And his fists clench. What do you mean drop out of the race? I don't understand. And he looks at you, Pedro, and his eyebrows sort of furrow, and he looks a bit confused. Maeko,
Star. My name's Star.
your name's Maeko.
Your name's Star.
And he leans back in his chair a little, like taken aback by you, both of you. Do you understand why I'm doing this? Why I'm running for mayor? Why I've been trying to do all I can to make Night City a better place?
You've been trying to make Night City a better place? What have you done so far?
I've taken out all of these terrible people that were destroying the city, that were making it into a joke. This place is lawless. It's a mess. It's what got my wife killed in the first place. It's the same thing in Japan that made us get separated. It's all of this corporate. It's all of this criminal nonsense.
Do you know what I see? I just see you using more chaos to make more chaos. Do you know what Cheese has done? He's been out on the street. He's been helping children, creating orphanage. He's been giving to the community, creating peace and harmony. His idea of Night City sounds like what you want.
I assume you're talking about Mr. Ottavi?
I am.
Look, I know all about what he gets up to. All of the sick things and perverted things that he does in that warehouse of his. He may have made this his Ottavi Industries, but he's a monster just like all the others living in the combat zone. I am the one who should be mayor of Night City. I am the one who can make the city a better place.
You call him a monster? Have you looked at yourself? What you've done? What you did to us?
And he stands up, pushes his chair in, and sort of starts like strutting around, like in a little bit of a semicircle and looking at you. And his gesturing is very confrontational and very physical. I have been doing what is necessary. I am doing what needs to be done. Do you see this, Michael? I have to make sure that what happened to you doesn't happen to Yui. What doesn't happen to other kids. Do you not see?
And how well has that gone for you?
This is why I need your help. I need other people's help. I need support. I'm alone. All I have is Yui, and she's so young. I have to look after her. I have to look after her while I'm trying to look after everything, everyone. I've made so many enemies, but now that you're here, it's all been worth it.
And what do you want me to do? There's nothing I can do to help support your campaign.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is, Michael. And he puts his hands on the table and leans down and looks at you. What? That information that you found out, it's true. My name is Sasai Arasaka. You are Maeko Arasaka. You know what that means, right?
Means I'm an Arasaka, I guess.
It means that you are a member of one of the most powerful families in the world. We can bring Arasaka back. I can talk to my father. By now he must have forgiven me. He wants this city back. I know it. And if we can help him do that, if we can bring Arasaka back to the city, we can bring back law and order.
Why would I want to do that? Why would I give to the family that put an assassination contract on me, that caused you to abandon me, and makes me have to live on the street?
That assassination order was a mistake. It was ordered by my stepmother. It was a complete mistake. My father had nothing to do with it. Your grandfather, Saburo, he is the one who cancelled it.
How do we know this
not
is true?
that's not what we've heard.
What did you hear?
It was Yorinobu. Is that his name?
Wait, what did you say?
Yorinobu had apparently put the contract out or something.
Yorinobu put the contract out.
That's where we got the information from when we found out that you were an Arasaka and I was your daughter.
And he slumps back in his chair and just like puts his hands up to his temples like, what the heck? So Yorinobu wants to betray my father. That bastard. You see, your uncle, Yorinobu, he is, he blamed me. He set me up. He's the reason why I'm here. Why I was excommunicated from the family. Why I was removed from the history books. Why I don't exist, except in the world, in this world as Hideo Watanabe. But see, that's the evidence we have. We know now. We know that it's Yorinobu.
Okay, and who's gonna believe you?
I'm not sure. That's why I think, well, what I've been doing is, if I can become mayor of Night City, perhaps that's the power that I will have will be able to get me an audience with my father. He will be able to see with your grandfather. I just need to know that I can count on you, that we can be a family again, that I can, if you support me, then I know that we can do this together.
Like I said before, that's not going to be an easy thing, and it's going to be a very slow journey. But an Arasaka running Night City after what happened, I don't think people are going to support you.
They will when they know the truth.
And what's that?
That the Arasakas is what Night City needs. That order is what Night City needs. Night City can be a much better place than it is right now. Imagine a combat zone's completely gone. And not what Ottavi wants to do. I'm talking about completely uplifting everyone into a society where everyone can live like the execs in the executive zone. That's possible for everyone in the city.
That sounds like socialism.
100%.
I don't agree with you.
Yo, is this just Siddhartha up in the house?
What's that?
Just our girl Jacinda's up in the house. She's actually a tranny now called Hideo.
Yeah, he is actually Jacinda's son.
Oh,
Yeah.
the plot thickens.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Yeah, never got a freaking gender reversal. Neve, yeah. Anyway.
So you wanna control the people?
No, not at all. I want everyone to be free. It's nothing like this communism or socialism. No, I'm talking about a capitalist society where everyone is thriving.
And how do you plan on doing that?
By bringing Arasaka back to Night City. It's what the city needs, a fresh start. You see, the government here, there's a reason why Night City isn't a part of the new United States government. It's because they don't care about the city. They never have. They're just here to make money with the mega corporations and make money off of the poor and achieve nothing and just a cycle. But with the Arasaka family back where it belongs, back here in this foothold in America, we can achieve many great things. My father's vision can come true.
Okay. So, say we go along. What can we do to help?
I need you to convince Mr. Ottavi to drop out of the race. You realize, if I can just talk to my father, if I can tell him everything about Yorinobu, it means we can We can finally be the people we were supposed to be before all of this happened, all those years ago. We can finally be a real family. We can finally join my father and become the people we were supposed to be, not these downtrodden, pathetic people. We've been... Yui was... Just months ago, Yui was scrounging around looking for rats in a dumpster. And now look at her. Imagine what we can achieve as a family, together, when we are Arasakas again.
So you want
I'm gonna...
robots?
Oh,
Just-
the what thing?
Oh, I'm asking. So you want everyone to be robots? Just numbers now. No personality.
Not at all.
Nothing.
I want everyone to be a lot freer than they are now.
And-
I'm gonna...
Oh, yeah.
Whilst Silverfoot's talking, I'm gonna be putting in my agent and dialing cheese.
Okay. Alright.
So by lifting people up into a higher social status is going to make everyone happy? That's it?
No, it's not going to be perfect, Pedro, but it's going to be a heck of a lot better than what we've got right now. Look at what you've had to been through. I mean, you lost your foot. You know, imagine a place where you don't have to fight anymore, where you can finally be happy.
I am happy. I'm happy to fight. What makes
But-
me me?
Do you really want to live in a war zone your entire life, constantly having to look over your shoulder?
I'd rather do it than have you become head of the mayor and Arasaka world again.
You'd rather Cheese, a man who goes by the name Cheese, be mayor of Night City.
Over you, any day. You burnt my bridge, and there's no coming back from there. As I said, I'm here for her, not for you.
And he just sits back in his chair and he looks a little bit angry, but he actually understands. He nods and sort of accepts it. I understand what I did to you was what I tried to make you do was reprehensible, but I will always apologize and I'll try and make it up to you.
Even if you're shoving this shit down your daughter's throat, I hope that she never calls you father ever.
All right, and Star, what are you doing right now? Are you dialed through the cheese?
Yep. So I'm ringing cheese.
Okay, so the call goes through cheese. Hello? Cheese.
Oh, hello. My bad. I forgot I have press to talk.
Yeah, so the call goes through to you, but it's like a secret phone call, right? You're just holding your phone down at your side.
No.
Or-
I'm calling.
Oh, okay, I see. Up to your ear, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bing, 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 bing.
Cheese is in the car right now, but so he answers.
Cheese?
Star, why are you calling me? I'm listening through with a good friend, Jarvis. He's very helpful. But how are you feeling?
Well, I'm sure you've heard him ask an interesting task of me. So I was
Yes.
curious if you would like to chat with him.
I would love to talk to him. Please.
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna extend my arm out, walk over to Hideo, and give him my phone. It's for you.
Okay. So Hideo stands up, and he nods and sort of half smiles and takes the phone off you gently and lifts it up to his ear and walks over to the window looking out at Night City. I assume this is you, Cheese?
Yes, it is me. And let me tell you, if in my campaign, I've been going by the name Orsino Ottavi, trying to be a little bit more professional. But it's nice to know you find my name so stupid.
Yes, well, there are a lot of things I find stupid about what you're doing.
All right, I just have just one thing to say to you. When we first met, so long ago now, I took a bullet for you. I saved your life. Does that mean nothing?
You saved my life?
On the stairwell, I stood in front of a bullet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true. It's true. Hideo might have forgotten about that.
Yeah, he did. And Hideo actually like leans on the glass a little. I actually forgot about that.
It's okay. I do many heroic deeds.
He rolls his eyes, even though you can't see them. Well, there's one more heroic deed I need you to do, Cheese.
And what is that?
I want you to drop out of the race.
That wouldn't be very heroic of me. I am sorry to disappoint you, but I am not leaving this race.
And he turns away from you, Star. Are you? Did you follow him to the window? Where are you? Are you just back sitting down?
I'm not sitting down. I've just gone back over to my seat and I'm just standing there.
All right. Hideo drops to a whisper, even though you guys are probably like hearing all of this or whatever. But he drops down to a whisper anyway, and turns towards like the glass and hisses into the phone. I have Fiona. If you don't drop out of the race, I'm gonna kill her.
How heroic is that, my friend? You choosing to threaten someone's life
You
and
don't
get
understand
the power
what I'm
over
trying
me.
to do. You don't understand.
I've been working with the people. Why do you think they chant my name? Because I've been helping them. I've been doing my best without the force. But look at you. You can't even do one thing peacefully. How do you expect to bring in your nice new world if all you can do is kill?
Roll for persuasion.
All right, will do.
But it's over the phone, so I'm not going to give you a +2.
Okay.
Teddy, yeah?
Just a second. Looking now. Yeah, I reckon. Anyway,
Okay.
gonna roll now.
Do I go? Do I go, Teddy? Whilst
I don't
you
know. Do whatever the fuck you want. Anyway, I'm gonna use 2 luck.
Yeah. Okay. Whilst he's on the call and he's like whispering, I'm gonna say, like loudly enough, but not like super loud. I'm just gonna talk and be like, hang on, I've written it down. お母さんに挨拶してください. And I'm just gonna pounce with my fucking, what are they called again? My mantis blades out and leap for Hideo.
Really? With the 6 guards there?
They left. No, you made them leave.
Yeah.
No. I said the guards in the elevator leave. There's 2 guards at the desk. There are
Give
2
us a
guards
warning.
at the
Shit.
door. And there are 2 secret security kind of looking people standing around Yui. So you can stop what you're doing, or you can still do it. It's up to you. Do it.
Yeah. I guess. Oh, 6 guards, did you say? Okay.
2, 4.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my
I thought there was I thought it was only like 2 or like I said like the
Well,
guards.
YOLO it. You can
No.
YOLO. Okay. Well,
Should have given me
unfortunately,
There's
Cheese.
windows, right? There's windows. You could just kill them and jump out. Use your go gadget extendo arms and rappel down the building. You'll be fine.
True.
You got Pedro.
Mate,
Pedro can piggyback you, man.
He'll silver foot down. He'll just use his foot to just down the building.
just grate it down the glass.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you, man.
I mean, okay, I won't tell you guys what to do, but
Well, so while she's standing there
Yeah.
deciding whether or not to kill him, what did he say in after Cheese said that all he can do is kill?
oh, yeah. So you rolled for persuasion. Fortunately, you're not persuasive enough, and he just shakes his head and look, Ottavi, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what the city needs. It needs someone with a stronger will than yours. And he hangs up the phone. And he starts walking back towards you, Star. See, this Cheese, he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand that I'm the one who can make everything right. He's a nobody. He's Ottavi. I'm Arasaka. And he sits down in his chair and slams the phone back on the table in front of you.
You're no Arasaka.
Yes, I am.
Like you said, you've been disowned from your family. You're nobody. You're just Hideo Watanabe.
I want you both to roll a concentration check as he's sitting there right in front of you.
Concentration. 10.
As he slammed his hand down on the table.
I got a
Well, like
16.
slammed the phone down.
I got an 18.
Okay, yeah. You guys notice that he just starting to look really, really angry. Like his eyes are sort of bulging and his eyebrows are twitching a little. But that's all you notice for now. And then he sits down in his chair.
What about the guards? Are they doing anything different? Are they still just standing how they are?
They're just chilling. They're just standing there, holding their weapons and whatever. The two guards at the door to the elevator, the two guards standing like on opposite sides of the radial desk, they have weapons out, but the two guards around Yui do not.
Is Yui still in the room?
Yeah, she's off in the corner drawing. Yeah.
Okay. And what do these guys have, like weapon-wise?
They're carrying sort of looks like assault rifles. Standard sort of Militech sort of assault rifles. Well, probably not Militech, but yeah.
Fucking. We're probably not going to get the opportunity to see him again in like this type of position.
How many guards next to Yui?
2.
Okay.
Kill
I
the
think you just gotta
child.
think,
Do it.
What would D do?
Oh well.
He would probably
Like-
cry.
I think. I'm thinking fuck it. I don't think we're going to be able to see him again like this.
This is it. This is it.
No, call in Karen. What are you doing? Just say, Charvis, bring Karen.
do I have the button to activate Karen?
It's not a button. It's activated by Charvis. He's got all the calculations going. So he could literally just go, "Hey, Charvis, bring Karen," and then he would go, "Okay," and shoot her at you.
Okay. Sending
Okay.
a card in.
Are you ready, Pedro?
Silverfoot's always ready.
1 second.
Yeah.
Pedro's gonna hop up, and he's just gonna walk over towards Yui, and yeah, he's gonna walk closer to Yui for the time being, because he's quite interested in seeing what she's doing at this point.
Okay, when he gets up and does that, I'm gonna say into my phone. Well, not even saying my phone, I guess. I'm just gonna, because the phone's on the table, isn't it?
Yeah. Just.
I'm just gonna like sort of lean forward and Jarvis, call Karen.
Sorry, what? Then Hideo leans forward.
Sorry, it's just what I use to lock my phone again. You know, like
You know what?
three random words that you say.
Oh, okay. I'll let you get away with that one. And he sort of sits in his chair.
So what's the next step here then? Otor-san or Otor-chan?
Chichi. It's Chichi.
Not when you talk to them directly, is it? I thought it's only when you're talking about them to someone else.
Your father is Chichi.
But when you're addressing them, you call them by Otor-san, don't you? That's what's in the Genki.
Maybe
When you're
Kitty.
talking to someone else about your father, you say Chichi. Not directly
Yeah.
to them.
Kind of in a kiddie way, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah.
Otor-sama.
Otor-san. Oh, he sits up in his chair. Yes.
So what's the next step? What do you want me and Pedro to do?
Look, the most important thing is we need to convince Ottavi. We need to convince Cheese to drop out of the race. The elections are really soon. We need all the support we can get. What about your friend, Adomako? D, right? What about him?
What about him?
Well, Pedro's here. What about D? Would he join us?
I mean, it's D, you know? If you're willing to pay him, he'll do anything.
Well, I have a lot of eddies to spare. Eddies will buy just about anything in this city. It's disgusting.
How long has passed since I said the just 3 random words?
Yeah, let's just say that you guys start hearing the wind rustling towards you. Just a shh.
Okay.
Pedro's gonna take a seat next to Yuri, and
Yui?
yeah, Yuri, sorry, and just have a conversation with her, see what she's doing. This stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened there?
Oh, the music bot.
Oh, bad
Was
music.
it only the music bot?
Yeah.
Gonna work. Yeah. All right. So the sound starts getting louder and louder. This shh. And Hideo stands up and looks around. What's that noise?
When he gets up and does that, I would like to sort of put one foot, raise like my right foot onto the chair that I was sitting on, sort of use it, and with my jump boosters and my new cyber leg, sort of boost myself towards him and impale him with my mantis blade.
All right. Let's get you to do just a melee check. That's all. And +2.
+2. Awesome.
For a surprise.
Yes, sir.
That's a 21.
Holy crap. Okay, yeah. So you just grab him, and there's like a little pillar in the middle of the room where his disc is around. So yeah, you just like grab him, throw him up against the wall.
I'm not
Him?
grabbing.
He's going for the stab.
Yeah, like you're pushing him and stabbing him into the wall, right? Into the pillar.
Sort of, like as I'm going forward, the mantis blades go into him as I grab like his collar.
Okay. All right. So the blades go right through him, and stab into the pillar, right? Yeah. Are you like impaling him, kinda?
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets impaled right into the wall, and the glass smashes, and this metallic ball, flies into the room, and just smashes right into the one of the guards who was standing on the left-hand side of the desk, and the guy just smashes into a million pieces. Just blood goes everywhere, and Yui turns and screams. right in your face, Pedro. Ah! And Karen Smasher folds out like a freaking transformer
Yo.
and just stands up, and the eyes. Karen initiated. Turns towards the other guards there, scanning it. Target acquired. Arms come up. And Cheese, does Karen have permission to attack?
Yes. Charvis would make sure she doesn't kill the little girl though, because he sees everything she sees, so he would give the directive.
Yep. Okay. You may fire when ready. Affirmative. And just all of these machine gun blasts go off, and all of the guards, two guards at the door, the guard to the right hand side of the desk, they just get friggin' obliterated. And like the bullets are so friggin' strong and the armor piercing and explosive and whatever, but the bodies just rip in half from the bullets and fly everywhere and blood sprays everywhere.
At this point, I would like to grab Yui and just kind of cover her eyes and keep her close so she doesn't have to see this.
Okay. All right, you grab her, cover her, and the two guards who were guarding Yui, they whip out very heavy pistols and start running towards the Borg, Karen Smasher, and start shooting, but it does nothing. The Borg just walk storms over to the guards. Machine gun folds away into the arm, and Karen says, initiating, choke, and grabs each of the guards by the neck, chokes them, and just rips their necks, rips out their spines from inside them, and throw their heads and spines away off to the side.
All the while, you can just hear the little maniacal laughing of a tiny, tiny little clone.
Yeah.
With 6 arms fucking holding on.
Yeah, like that. So all the bodies fall to the ground. But Star and Pedro. So Star, you've impaled Hideo into the wall, or Sasai. And Pedro, you're grabbing little Yui.
Yeah.
But Pedro, as you're grabbing Yui, and Star, as you've impaled Hideo up against the wall, you notice a sort of strange metallic fizzling coming out from them. Sort of little blue sparks coming out, and you can feel Pedro, especially as you're holding her, holding Yui, that she feels very metallic.
Ah, bastard.
And as you're like grabbing her, kind of like in a little hug on the ground, a sort of image about an inch out from where you're actually touching starts to dissipate and fade away. Almost like a holographic sort of projection in a 360 degree, and it fizzles away, and you're holding this metallic skeleton in your arms. And Star, as you're impaling, the same sort of image, about an inch away, fades away, and you're pinned up against a wall, into a wall, the same sort of metallic skeleton. And it it's the lights in its face, the projectors all over it sort of fizzle out, and it goes limp. And even the one you're holding, Pedro, it goes limp and just turns off and sort of goes limp ragdoll.
It was a trap.
It's a trap!
It's a trap!
Right, now, as that happens, all of the glass 360 surroundings, all of them close in like a friggin' bunker. And the elevator door, blast door goes down over that. Blast doors all around the glass window close shut. And then a voice comes over the intercom. You're not my daughter, are you? You're just like all the rest of them. You've been corrupted by this city, but I'll help you realize, Maeko. I know you're still in there. I hope you survive. And the flooring almost gives way. The flooring doesn't disappear, but almost like an elevator falling down a shaft, the little building that you're in just starts descending rapidly, falling towards the ground. Now you guys aren't falling like up into the sky like anti-gravity. You're still able to walk around and get up, but it's falling down rapidly, like 5 floors every 5 seconds kind of thing.
Can Karen grab them and leap away?
Yeah, she can try and leap to escape the like through that bunker wall, through the bunker glass kind of thing. But all the glass, remember, has come down with all of these bunker walls, like you know what I mean? Like blast doors in a 360 thing. So it's all enclosed now.
Right. Well, can she try break it?
Yes, she can try break it, or she can try grab everyone.
No. She doesn't grab me.
How can she grab people if there's nowhere to go?
Sorry, what?
Well, why would she grab some like him if there's nowhere to go? She'd probably try to make an escape first.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you all one action in this time as you're falling down these floors. Okay, so she can either go and rip open a hole to allow everyone to try and get out, or she can go and grab everyone and try and shield them from the fall.
Yep.
But you only get one action.
His action is an outward stroke.
Well, she'd try save Pedro and Star if Star would allow her.
No. My action will be I'll shoot one of my grapple arms to Pedro, and I'll grab with my other grapple arm onto Karen.
Ooh, okay. I like it.
Yep, I'll accept that.
Okay. I'll get you to roll. Oh crap. Just do like a normal sort of roll for your grapple hook.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give you a -4.
I'm gonna
For what?
My luck.
Because you're falling like 5 floors every
But
second.
you said that they were walking around like normal.
And walk around like normal, but you can still feel the inertia of it, like a falling elevator shaft.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is Karen?
Like 5 meters.
5 meters. I need to get a 15, so I'm going to use +4 again to cancel out the my luck. I'm going to use all 4 of my luck to cancel out the falling.
Okay, and this is to grab Pedro and grab you onto Karen, right?
Yeah.
Alright, and what is Karen doing?
Ooh.
Alright, legendary, just sorry.
Let's
I got
freaking
30.
go. Let's go.
Got 10 and another 10.
Oh my goodness, bro. 37.
Holy shit.
Sorry, what's Karen doing? Is she gonna like wait?
Well, what happens when she grabs them with the? So, what's Star? What's your plan here?
My star is to grab Pedro and to hook onto Karen.
Oh, all right. Well, is there anything that Karen can grab onto? Like to not fall to their demise. So they're both hanging onto her. Can she do anything?
Any grooves on the wall or like a floor segment type thing? Or is it just full smooth
I would
walls?
say she can maybe like use a rocket launcher to try and blast a hole into the wall thing. Or she could grab everyone and like nestle herself up in the corner of the wall where the elevator shaft like creates like a little cushioned corner.
Right.
That's an option. Yeah. Or I don't know. Yeah. Or it's up to you guys. Like, kind of, you can ask me crazy stuff, or.
All right. So.
Super grip onto the wall, just like plant her arm into the wall.
Yeah. Would she be able to like stop them from falling if she did that? Grab onto the wall?
Stop them from falling? What do you mean by that?
Well, never mind.
Like, you guys are falling. Like, so the little like, it's like a UFO-shaped disc kind of thing, right? With the bunker walls up, no way looking out. So you're in like a falling disc of doom kind of thing. It's like she could try cushion the blast for everyone else. But yeah, or not the blast. Sorry, the fall. You know.
Does Charvis not have any input for the situation?
He would probably just be suggesting what I'm suggesting. Cushion the fall. Cushion the fall.
Alright, is there any way... So can she run from one side to the other, shooting her rocket launches at the wall she's running at, and then try weaken it and blast through with her own body through the wall?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to try to do that then.
Alright, I'll get you to roll for that. Just as a aiming shot, like doing a not an aiming.
Not an actual aimed shot.
Yeah, not an
but
actual
just,
aim shot. Just like roll to hit kind of thing, like a
Right.
ranged
Heavy weapons?
rocket launcher. Yeah.
Alright, heavy weapons, here we
And,
go.
Do a DV, but a -4.
Alright, a -4.
Actually, I'll say -2 because she's a lot bigger.
Right,
The-
and so I'll use all 4 of her luck for this, so I'll get a +2.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, that wasn't a big roll either. It was just a 6.
Yeah.
But the
sheesh.
DV was 21, by the way.
Oh
that's
my
fucking
goodness. Yikes.
Oh. Yeah, okay, so the rocket launcher goes off and flies. Like, she actually aims it up because of the way the inertia works. So then it aims up and it darts down, blasts a perfect, like, sort of cracking in the barrier, the middle barrier, and she dashes through, grabbing all of you, Star and Pedro, both of you.
No, we grab onto her. I got legendary roll, remember? I
Yeah,
did something
like-
amazing as well.
Yeah.
As you guys are on her though, is she gonna like hold you guys like little babies, or are you just gonna hold onto her back?
Yeah. Grapple onto her back.
Onto her back. Okay.
So
you
they're
guys are holding her
chilling
back.
out with chilling out with Quasimodo on her back as she
Quasimodo.
blasts through this door. Of course, they're getting humanity lost just from being near him.
Okay.
You
Just
don't
remember,
want
you
that,
guys are
by the way.
falling at like
Yeah, we
100
don't.
miles an hour.
Don't. Jeez, can we not joke about giving Star more humanity loss?
On a
Alright.
roll, and she's the big bad of the campaign, so...
Yeah, true that.
Yeah. Hideo was never the true villain.
Mm.
But yeah. Anyway,
No, it's
so
just an
Karen
asshole.
dashes forward. Rocket blast goes off, and she smashes through the barrier. And since you guys are on the back, she just dashes forward, doesn't even put up her arms to like push. She just pushes through with her body frame. But then you guys are flying out of the building and hurtling towards the ground at 100 miles an hour.
Superhero landing.
Oh, she's gonna do it! She's gonna do a superhero landing!
Yeah, exactly.
Now, you guys are about, I would say, 20 to 30 stories up in the air right now.
Superhero landing.
Fuck yeah,
Iron Man,
superhero
Iron
landing.
Now-
Man, Superhero landing.
Now, the problem with a superhero landing is
Activate.
Karen can absorb a
Squirrel
hit like
suit.
that, like Adam Smasher jumping out of Arasaka Tower, right? She can do that, but you guys on the back will not be okay.
No,
Squirrel
alright.
suit.
She'll Spider-Man it because she's got a
Oh, you
grapple
are a
hand.
Borg, though, aren't you?
Cyber
Okay.
legs, cyber arms, everything.
Yeah, I'd say
I mean, fucking Silvertoes is gonna be fucking fucked up.
yeah. So
It's gonna be
as you
silver
guys,
body
as she
thing,
jumps
but,
out of the building, Pedro is not going to survive this. Okay, so someone needs to do something. As you
Silver
guys,
spine.
I just
Right.
I jump into Karen's arms and she fucking cradles me.
she's gonna Spider-Man it because she's got a grapple arm, so she's gonna try swing across the city.
I don't know about that. I allowed the cannon, but I don't know about a
Yeah,
one-ton
what if-
Borg having a grapple.
Repeat the song. for
What?
me.
What? Come on! I have it, man. Written right there. It doesn't say Borgs can't have it, and it says that the line can carry double their weight. It doesn't say anything about the weight limit.
What is that cable made of?
like
Adamantium.
vibranium. Yeah.
Oh, my mistake.
Vibrating.
Carry on, sir.
But that makes sense
Um,
because of who D is. D is Killmonger, isn't he? So that's how we got the vibranium.
Hey, that's racist.
How's it racist? He's the same person.
Just assuming all black people are the same.
They have the same face.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Well, I suppose if he's hurt. Oh no, wait, no, he's in his apartment eating cereal. Never mind.
I mean,
Um,
yeah, guys. Just so you know, like I'm just a phone call away.
Yeah, you are.
But
Oh,
hey,
yeah, they'll call you in midair as they're falling to their death. Hey, D,
but
could
it's
you
like-
please come pick us up?
Yeah.
we've been playing for 3 hours, guys. No one's called me yet.
You got a
Yeah.
fucking fast car,
To be
right?
fair, Cheese texted you. And he asked, you're not actually at home, are you? He asked for backup, so you're sitting outside of the tower.
No, I'm not. You didn't tell me where you were going. You just said get ready. I might call you.
I said the same place with the wall. I told you
Your
that.
natural instinct just leads you to the tower.
Yeah, you guys splattered on the ground and all died.
Nah,
I
bitch.
didn't.
She's fucking Spider-Manning this.
Right. So yeah. So you guys are hurtling towards the ground. What are you doing to
Also-
save Pedro?
Squirrel suit.
So is she not? Are you just outright saying she's not allowed to use her grapple hand to swing?
No.
Okay, as you get to the bottom, just chuck Pedro up.
Okay.
What?
That might be yes. That
Wait,
so
wait,
she'll
wait.
throw him up, and then Star can jump forward, grab him, and roll safely.
There we go.
Because
Okay.
Can she just put her arm into the fucking thing and start just like slowing us down?
to the wall.
Yeah.
You could just grab onto the thing and just slowly slow yourself down, like, right? Yeah.
I mean, she could do
Mm.
that, right? We're at 30 stories, so.
So
that's an option. Or you could still go to superhero land and just kill me.
yeah. I mean, I'd rather not. So I'm trying to save your fucking life here.
Yeah. that's-
Yeah. So Jaden, they're gonna do the throwing thing.
Okay.
They're gonna throw me up in the air, and
Just before they hit the ground, she's gonna yeet
Yeah.
you up in the air.
And Star's also gonna jump to grab him in midair.
Just
Okay.
yeet you up.
I want all of you.
can she say yeet?
Well, Pedro, you're kind of just accepting them throwing you around, I guess.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do fuck
I
all.
don't have a choice.
Star
or
and
throw me up.
Cheese for Karen. Please do an athletics check.
Oh, you got
Alright,
the life.
we'll do.
Good luck.
Well, keep
Pedro,
them
can
visual
you do
power.
a resist torture drugs roll to see if your throat from screaming has been damaged?
Yeah.
Athletics?
Yes, athletics. But same minus 2. Let's just say.
Nice, dude. I got 15.
Alright, what about Karen? Karen Smasher.
Right, you've critically failed this. 21. Okay.
Okay.
You might get
So
away with this.
Fuck yeah, we better. I don't want Pedro's death on my hands.
Well, it won't be on your hands. It'll just be spread around the pavement.
hey Pedro,
Mm.
I'm sorry, little one.
No.
So
No.
Karen smashes on the ground, but you launch off at the last second, and she pushes with her back to push you up in the air. And so he pushes you up. But Star, you were going to go to grapple him, right?
No, I was gonna use my my jump boosters to grab him.
Okay. So you launch off. As you land, you kind of absorb the impact, no problem. But then you push up to go and grab him. But as you push up way too fast, unable to match his falling down, and you smash with your shoulder right up into D's. Oh, not D. Freaking same person, both ethnic, right?
Wow.
You smash up.
Minority fucking. Alright.
So what happens?
Yeah, so you smash up into Pedro, into his let's say his back, And what can we give you? Let's roll a 2d6 for an injury.
What's the DV
Critical
for that?
injury.
Because my jump
Yeah.
boosters, the information that they give is they lower the difficulty value for any athletics checks that you do.
By how much?
But it doesn't say.
By the
It
amount
was
that
the
you
lowest difficulty
value.
Well, the DV was 21.
Oh, yeah.
So it would have to do it by like 6, right?
Look them up now. It says 7. How cool.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? I read 8.
Oh, you're
No.
joking.
Yeah.
What is it? Jump boosters? Are
Jump
you
booster.
looking in the thing, or?
No,
Is it
I'm
just
not.
in your-
I can.
He
I
was
can
joking.
Oh, jump booster, not jump bumper. Jump booster. Oh, here we go. Negates movement penalty while jumping. That's just movement penalty for in combat.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I
Says,
got those. That's useless.
Yeah.
All of the leg stuff is
Wrong
useless.
cyberware.
But even if I'd given you like a +2 or whatever, or +4, it still wouldn't be enough. But yeah, I'm gonna roll a. Let's see what you get. 2d6.
Yeah, you can sit out and then we'll sub D in.
Oh, I'm paraplegic. Damn it.
Don't worry, you can
yeah.
get the top
Fair
healthcare
please.
over at Cheese's clinic.
You're okay. So he smashed up the shoulder and smashes your good leg, and it smashes up like you know how you got your knee, like your legs are facing up. It smashes your leg and makes it into an L shape the opposite way, and you've got a broken leg. So now you're going to be silver feet.
Yeah.
But yeah, your leg smashes up, but as you come falling down, and Star's like, "Oh crap!" She falls down and grabs you with your broken leg and hurts you a little bit more, but manages to pull you into a hug, and you fall down to the ground screaming in agony.
But alive.
Oh, fucking live, boys. Yeah.
And as you guys land,
My leg.
the building beside you, the little disc, comes falling down and smashes behind you and erupts into just this huge explosion.
Don't look, guys. Cool guys, don't look at explosions.
Yeah, Karen's already fucked off, don't worry.
Going back to the cannon.
Yeah, returning to
putting her-
canon.
She's putting her glasses on, her sunglasses, as she's walking away.
Nice.
Right, I need some medical attention. My fucking leg.
Yeah, no, Karen would grab poor old Pedro with his fucked leg, and she'd start hopping across the city to try get him to the clinic.
Alright. Okay, so as that little piece of the DMS building is on fire, there are AVs with sirens starting to fly over towards you guys in CPD. And they're coming to inspect the wreckage.
Good thing we got out of there.
Oh, are you on Karen's back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So where's
getting a
is
free ride.
Karen?
Actually, Charvis would go, seeing as you're actually not in the wrong here, maybe you could just talk to them.
I have a broken leg.
Well, he didn't say that you had to talk to them. Just
Just
My
screaming
leg!
at the officers.
Yeah, my leg.
And then he thinks back and he goes, oh wait, she tried to fucking murder someone. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Murder.
Is attempted murder a crime if you didn't kill anyone? Really? Especially Night
Yeah.
City, that's just like a misdemeanor.
Alright, but anyway, let's are you guys going back to the warehouse then?
Yeah.
The clinic.
The clinic, my mistake. Ottavi Industries clinic, yeah. Yeah, so Karen launches herself between buildings like Venom. Like jumping between and heads back to the combat zone. And so now you've got Hideo back at the clinic getting medical treatment, right? Cheese, you're attending to him?
Yeah, I've already given him a head 2 times.
He's had
That's why I sent him
a few-
your way.
He's had a few sessions with the chickens.
Hey, that's my chicken.
Yeah, don't
Back
worry,
off.
Milton hasn't done anything with anyone else. He's still reserved himself for Poe.
Good.
So, Cheese, back at the clinic, I'm gonna have you do a first aid kind of check on Hideo. He's had some significant trauma being hooked up to those brain dance things, so I want you to roll for that.
Do I get a buff at all because I got little Matza helping me and I'm in my clinic? Nothing?
You can have a +1.
Hey.
Hey, it's worth it. It's worth something.
Yeah, boy.
Critical fail and give him permanent brain damage.
What? It calculated for so long and then it gave me a 1? This is bullshit.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
It's still an 11 though. Like it's not a horrible fail.
Yeah, 11's alright. He's not a vegetable.
That's like that's not great. Maybe
Maybe he's just too
traumatized
traumatized.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're kind of helping him out, giving him some relaxing medicine, but you actually give him a little bit of an overdose, and he just passes out and starts flatlining as you hear Karen land on the roof, which means Star is back. And so you quickly start giving him CPR, and you can hear everyone's kind of like rushing in to come into the clinic, and you're giving him CPR, and then you grab, Motza comes over to you with a defibrillator, and Hido's body flies up, his arms fly up, and then he comes back to life. Starts breathing again, but he is now unconscious.
Oh my god, man! Don't do that again.
All right, and as you stabilize him, Motza quickly hides the defibrillators as Star comes in holding Pedro with his broken leg.
What happened to here?
We'll tell you in a second. Just fix him. He's in pain.
All right. Mr. Silverfoot, my friend, what's your favorite drug?
Something that it just gives the pain away and sets me into a euphoria.
All right, well, I'll give you them all. Why not? So I have Matza come over with just a tray full of like all different morphines and
Yeah,
whatever.
I would have supplied Cheese with some of that straight cut opium that I had.
Oh yeah, thank you. I could do a lot of good with that. I just pour opium in the wound.
So his leg is currently pointing up in an L shape.
All right, I give it a high five. I'm just kidding. I do a surgery check for it.
Oh, okay. Yep. And you can have a +1 again.
Oh yeah, I'll take it. So if I do the special like surgery skill level thing, what is it? I do it plus my. I remember it was something specific, right? Like I'm using my character rank ability.
Yeah, you can plus that onto it if you want. I don't mind.
Oh, okay,
Like
sweet.
5.
So
Just add a +5, I guess. Oh, +4. Sorry, plus. Oh.
I don't like how that number's getting less and less every time.
plus 5.
Plus
5.
2. Plus. Actually, you know what? Just plus a -2.
Alright, so wait, what am I rolling exactly?
Just do a paramedic roll and then +5.
Paramedic roll +5. Sweet.
+1 because we upgraded our things at the beginning.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. +6.
Okay.
No. So it'll be your base.
It'll be your base
14.
Oh, right.
And I think you've got 3 points now in surgery.
Yeah.
4. So you'll be
That would be.
add
20...
11.
Oh, okay.
So what is roll D10 plus 11? Is that what you're saying?
Plus 17. Plus 11
Plus
to the
7.
previous roll.
Oh, right. So it's 17.
There we go.
Yeah. So you just walk on over and you look at Pedro's leg, and you're like, and then you just karate chop it at the precise angle, and it falls back into perfect shape. And Pedro, you're but you won't have to be silver feet. You can stay silver foot. He set your bone back in, and then Cheese, you wrap his bandage up with a little tourniquet. Almost like a cyber tourniquet. So you've got like a little like cyber brace now down the side of your leg, which will actually let you walk even with a broken leg. But you will have a -2 to your move from now on.
Oh damn it! I wish I was getting a new leg.
And
Damn.
I thought
Okay.
a cyber bandage was gonna just be a holographic one.
Yeah. But
Right, sweet.
yeah,
so there's your
so
leg. I saved it. No thanks necessary.
Hoping to get a white leg, so then I can just stop getting discriminated on every day.
yikes.
Stick the white leg into the rooms first.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're all right, Pedro, and Karen's loaded herself back into the cannon for when she's next needed.
Alright, sweet.
Thank you very much. I give him a kiss on the cheek. I give Cheese a kiss on the cheek.
I give him a bowl of spaghetti because I know he hasn't had one in such a long time.
My eyes light up and I start scoffing down the spaghetti.
Yeah, I also give him a little kiss back. But this time I linger just a little too long.
Silverfoot does not mind that.
Oh dear.
Okay.
This kiss has lasted far too long.
Pedro's getting a semi-chub now.
We're reaching a second base level here.
So, roleplay it out, guys.
But we'll do it next session when we're in person.
We'll send you a video. Yeah. He'll be like, no, that's not how it happened. Do it again.
Jaden.
I think he's DC'd or something. Like,
No, I was in the toilet. Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay. It's gonna start
yeah,
fondling
so
my
you
balls,
guys are
isn't
back in the building. What do you want to do next?
Well, stop making out with Silverfoot for a start.
I'll be over at Hideo's body. And once Cheese is finished, I want to call him over. Cheese.
Oh, yeah, Cheese was already on his way over.
No.
He was just rubbing his lips and he's like, "Oh, strawberry."
Is that lipstick you've got on, Cheese?
Oh yes, I keep it for special occasions. And in any case, your brother, he's in a bad state, significantly bad, but he will live.
Test him.
Test him.
I don't think it's my brother.
Oh, Matza, come and suck this man's toes.
What?
To look for the serial code.
Excuse me? Oh, right. Yeah, and Monster just walks up and goes, "Volentieri, gladly." And he starts looking the toes, but he also is looking cross-eyed at them for some kind of barcode or anything. But he does not find any.
Hmm.
Be back in a second.
I will also give him a physical examination myself.
Yeah.
I'll feel his nipples, make sure there's nothing like fake nipples underneath his real nipples. I'll make sure that he's the real him.
And remember the other thing, because you would remember this, is that they had a fine sort of cut that was very difficult to see, like a hairline underneath their jawline. Remember that one?
Okay. Well, first thing I do is I just make sure he doesn't. Oh, well, I'm pretty sure I have a med scanner, so I'd like to just scan him to make sure he doesn't have like a bomb inside him or anything.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you scan him, and you're inspecting him. You inspect under the jaw. You inspect the feet yourself, and Star has a look too, but he has nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, this asshole's a fucking. He's an imitator. No, he's an imposter. He's an imposter among us.
He's too sus.
He's sus.
Sus yellow.
It's such yellow. He vented.
And some like DNA shot on him or something.
Yeah, I suppose.
Cross-match it with the sword DNA. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, Cheese could totally do that, especially with the help of Charvis.
Okay, is that what you do?
Yeah. I just make sure that because you said earlier, like the other people, that they had like a metallic version, like that you could tell that they were exotic. So I'm just gonna make sure that he doesn't have the same thing.
Yeah, and the blood, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
exactly.
you take a simple blood test out of him, no problem, and you chuck it in a little, well, I can't remember what they call them, but, little slabs of glass. You chuck it under a scope
right.
to examine it, and match it with some DNA that you get off the sword very easily. And you get a match.
Star, it appears to actually be your brother.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Why do you say that?
Because it was a trap. And it doesn't make any sense for him to have freed my real brother. Why would he have even been there at the time?
You might want to look away for this. I want to inspect his butthole to make sure that they didn't put a bomb in his ass.
You would have seen that with the med scan.
Oh, okay. Oh, really? Did I scan his butthole?
He needs to be really sure.
I need a self check,
Prostate
you know.
exam.
Self-examination.
Okay, if you really want to do that to him, you can.
I'll just take your word on it, right? That I checked his bumhole earlier.
But if he explodes from a bum grenade, we're coming back to this point.
It's a toxic grenade. It doesn't make a sense, but maybe he thought you would trust him, so he gave you the real brother.
Well, as you can probably tell, it was a trap. And,
Yes, but the big explosion was very telling.
I'm not too sure where he is or what to do next, but we have to find him. Did your meeting? How did that go then? You said it went well.
It went very well. I made the good contact, made the good contract. It all seems to be coming up a cheese.
At least someone's getting some good luck, I guess.
I see. I wonder what the D is up to.
Yeah, who's D?
Cheese would like to call D.
Alright. Get him over. Bring him. Get him over. Call him over.
No, I'm calling him on the cell phone, man.
Beep beep beep.
Hello?
Hey, D, how are you?
Good. How about you guys?
Oh.
Do you guys also notice this is like the second Sunday in like all year that nothing's happened? Crazy.
Nothing.
But
Ooh, you'd be wrong about that.
you know how like every second Sunday some shit goes down, we make sure to call everyone
You know
and
what?
get them involved.
I'm gonna start going to church. I don't need this shit.
You know that happens all the time?
Yes,
But we always make sure that no one has to sit out for 3.5 hours.
Well, I'm sorry. I thought that my business meeting for the bar here. Want to play some Elflands later?
I haven't played Outlands all day!
All right, we can play Cyberpunk. Shit.
What are you guys doing now?
Well, Pedro has broken his fucking leg, and we've got Star's brother here, and get this, Pedro, listen up. I have made a deal with the Petrochem man, and if we kill Mr. Arasaka asshole man, if we kill him, we get Poe's brother back.
What happens to Billy Joe?
Oh, nothing. He seems like a really nice man.
Maybe I should come over.
Yeah,
You
let's
hear me yelling through the phone.
Oh yeah, sorry. Come over. Do you want one of my clones to come pick you up?
I'm gonna act like you didn't ask me that.
I mean, I know you have cars, but maybe you're too tired to drive.
Okay, just don't send fucking Mozza.
No, I have taxi drivers.
Okay. Well, see you soon.
I'll see you soon, my man. Wow, no
Alright.
kisses back? Yeah.
That's why we don't invite him.